Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are live here on Everyday Parlay, man. I'm Point B, man. I'm the guy bringing you the live up to date Thursday night football, man. I mean, this is the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots, okay? And so far, man, it's been a pretty interesting game. The New York Jets looked like they were going to be able to drive downfield, and this is 4th and 10. They were unable to get that last completion, and so Morstead is going to have to punt. It's a high punt. It is bouncing and bouncing to the end zone. So thank you guys. Thank all of the bettors. Thank everybody for coming through with Everyday Parlay. And I mean, last Everyday Parlay, we had a special event, man. It was a Monday night, and we were literally, on fire that night. I think we went like 4 or 5 straight in a row, just live bet after live bet. I don't know if we're gonna bring that to you tonight. Maybe a little bit later on when the fellas do get on, but until that point, I'm gonna give you the up-to-date play-by-play. And so shout out to the whole network and shout out to you guys for listening in and tuning in and watching us. Appreciate you guys, and I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, so this is a division battle between, a team that looks like they're turning the curve and a team that looks like they're rebuilding right now. And so with Aaron Rodgers, you have a win now. Aaron Rodgers is with the Jets. He went down 4 plays into their season last year. So he did not play basically all season. He's been back this season. He has looked pretty decent. He's maybe not the Aaron Rodgers of old as far as, some of the things you would see, but I think that Aaron Rodgers is starting to warm up. And on the other side, you got Jacoby Brissett, who was with the Washington last year. And this is a whole new situation. He was brought in to be the veteran leadership. We believed veteran leadership for Drake May. But Drake May is still on the bench, and Jacoby Brissett has played well. Not great, but not horrible either. And so with Jacoby Brissett, they have been, I guess semi-successful, I would say. So Ramondre Stevenson has been the cowbell since he's been there. He's had over 20 rushes in these last 2 games. So this is going to be very interesting to see how the New York Jets potentially defend him. The Patriots are 8-0 in that building in the last 8 years, basically. Last 8 years, they just been beating the Jets for the last 8 years. 8-0 at MetLife over the last 8 competitions. But this ain't. I don't know how they continue to beat them after post Brady era every year. But I mean, this isn't the same Jets I would say from the last year. When if you got a guy like Jacoby Brissett at the helm, you would think that there's going to be a veteran style of quarterback play, you know? And so maybe they are able to do this, because Brissett was there for a couple of those years that they did win in MetLife Stadium. And it's going to start off with a play action, and that looks like Hunter Henry. So I'm pretty sure Rowe put him on his ticket. Hunter Henry was out there. It looks like a no-yard game, but the blitz came right in for Jacoby Brissett. He, however, did get it off very fast. So Jacoby Brissett is 61%, 10,844 yards, 52 touchdowns, and 23 in his 9th season as a NFL pro. I mean, pretty impressive, not necessarily bad stats. 2-1 on the pass, the interceptions. And it's a handoff to Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson takes it for about 2. It's going to be a third and about 8. 7 if it's a good spot. 9:19 left in the first quarter. You have the 1-1 New England Patriots versus the 1-1 New York Jets. Miami didn't win. So this is basically for the division right now. I believe Buffalo's 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check into that. But it's a 3rd and 9. Oh, so there was not a favorable spot. 3rd and 9, 8:51 left in this first quarter. Shotgun set. Jacoby Brissett gets it, throws the ball out of bounds, and they're going to punt. It looks like Jacoby Brissett is trying to point out that there was a pass interference, but they're not going to get it. I mean, this was a single high safety, was not a zero blitz concept. Oh man, he had a man Ramondre Stevenson right under if he would have chose to throw the ball underneath, and maybe he could have got some yardage right there. 4th and 9, 8:45, and of course they're going to have to punt. Punting from their own 10-yard line, goes down. Oh, that's a boomer. Goes down to the 22-yard line where he catches it inside, but just barely, basically, and doesn't have a lot of room, but he does get about a gain of 3. And so this is a big game right here for the AFC East. Let me double check these records if you guys don't mind, because I do want to give you guys accurate information. AFC East. Yes, currently the Buffalo Bills are 2-0. The Buffalo Bills have scored 65 points to their opponent's 38 points. Okay, so Buffalo is still Buffalo. A lot of people thought that they might fall off a bit. Everybody else is 1-1 in that division. So, I mean, it's a pretty big game, and I think that potentially, this might be, who's going to pull ahead in this division. I mean, we're looking at it like this is Buffalo's division because Buffalo has gone the furthest in this division for the last couple years. And so we assume that Buffalo's the top dog. Now, if Aaron Rodgers could come and kind of shake that up a little bit, that's going to be a pretty interesting situation. Okay. Aaron Rodgers coming in, trying to take over Josh Allen's home, man, his spot, his thing, you know? So shout out to you guys for tuning in, listening to us. We got a pretty big score to fight this weekend. It's going to be Anthony Joshua versus Dubois. And I mean, Daniel Dubois is a guy that's on the upswing. Anthony Joshua was a guy that's been at the top of the throne for a while, and it's going to be a very interesting fight. So you guys tune into that for sure. And we will be bringing you guys like we did last weekend. But we got a special Monday night game. So like last weekend, we had Sunday, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do on Sunday for you guys because unusually, because we don't get a lot of primetime games around here, I would say. Not as much as I feel like we may deserve because we have a really good fan base. But yeah, Monday night, man, Bengals, Washington. It's gonna be a very interesting night. Okay. So on that 3rd and 9, you overloaded the blitz on the left side, which is why Jacoby Brissett had to, get the ball out of his hand so fast. So 1st and 10, 8:43 left in the first quarter. Heavy single back set, only one wide receiver out, and it appears to be Lazard on the outside. There's a handoff to Breece Hall. Oh, no, excuse me. That is not Breece Hall. Who might that be? Uh, ain't that something? And I mean, I don't know if this is everyone's broadcast or just my own, but uh, it appears some issues here. So on that first drive, man, you had Aaron Rodgers look very, very good as at the helm. He looked, poised. He actually scrambled for a couple of yards, so very impressive. And I'm definitely going to give you guys all of the up to date, knowledge. Give me a second. I'll be right back with you guys while it's on this break. I mean, you have the New York Jets, who is, I mean, these guys are next. They next right now. If you look at it, they have a very good receiving core with Mike Williams coming over from the LA Chargers, about to call them San Diego. But you have Mike Williams coming over. Of course, you have Garrett Wilson, who has been like at an all-pro level over the last several years. And then you got Malachi Corley, who is you really haven't seen a lot of. And this was a play action right here from Aaron Rodgers. And that was a first down. I mean, it was a really good play design. Very good play design. So now Breece Hall is back in the game. Aaron Rodgers 5 for 5, 42 yards, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a pass to Breece Hall. Breece Hall is oh, oh man. It is a flag on the play. I'm not pronouncing that correct. There's a flag on the play, unnecessary roughness Tavai, excuse me. And what happened is it's a quick pass. Yes, it's a personal foul. Yes, unnecessary roughness. He wrapped up Breece Hall, and he kind of picked him up and kind of slammed him a little bit. I mean, that's normal in football. And then you had Big Morgan Moses getting in his face. Big Morgan Moses. He don't play no games, man. Morgan Moses was one of those guys that just wasn't afraid. Excuse me, Simpson, excuse me. You get Simpson in his face, man. Simpson, I guess a lot of those guys, man, ain't no games with him. 6:09 left in this first quarter. The game, Green, the New York Jets are driving, and they on the 31-yard line. That 15-yard penalty is a killer. And it's a handoff to Breece Hall. Breece Hall hits up the middle. Breece Hall spins, and he's going to get a first down. That's what it appears to be, at least. Ooh, smooth moves by Breece Hall. And honestly, if you guys are into the live bets right now, might be a good time to take a Breece Hall anytime touchdown. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Let me go on and see if I can catch me a live bet right now. Live betting. You guys, man, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And let's see what contents they got for us. There's an incomplete pass to Garrett Wilson. Looked like he was pushed out of bounds. It's going to be a 2nd and 10, 5:08 left in the first quarter. And I'm trying to see if they're going to give us some player props on the live betting. All markets. I mean, I don't see it, but maybe I can get some direction a little bit later on. So it's a 2nd and 10 shotgun set, no backs. It's a pass. It is completed. It is Gibson on the completion. Aaron Rodgers still looks really good, man. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is being Aaron Rodgers out here. You can't really get mad at it, man. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that can technically be dominant, very dominant. I mean, money line on the first half, the Jets is way up right now, okay? Team total first half, Patriots. I mean, so first and goal, ball on the 10-yard line. It's a quick pass, and that's to Lazard. It's in for Lazard for a touchdown. That's what it appears to be. And he goes right to Aaron Rodgers, hands him the ball. Allen Lazard on the touchdown. And that is great for me because me personally, I did bet with Alan Lazard to have over 2.5 receptions. He already has two. So that's perfect for me. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you guys bet, but as far as my betting, Alan Lazar, I put in a couple 3 picks today. Played the game. I mean, technically that's 6 bets. Uh, and so it's going to be the extra point right here, and it is good. So Thursday night football, you got your first points of the game, and that is the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers to Allen Lazard for a 10-yard pass reception. Great. I mean, that was great. I mean, can't hate on that. So Patriots got to respond. You got to respond as the New England Patriots. You got to respond. Because if you don't respond, Aaron Rodgers will blow you out. He's that type of guy that will blow you out if you don't do what you're supposed to do as a organization, as a team. Because guess what? Aaron Rodgers does want to score points. He wants to throw touchdowns. And so I'm going to read off some of them first quarter stats right now. Aaron Rodgers is 8 for 9, 63 yards, and a touchdown. You got Brees Hall, 2 carries, 17 yards. You got Braylon Allen, who was the person that carried the ball at first, 2 carries, 16 yards. Alan Lazard, 2 receptions, 2 targets, 21 yards, and a touchdown. That's some pretty good numbers right there. You also have Brees Hall with 2 receptions, 2 targets. I mean, that's pretty good. You got Garrett Wilson, who has 1 reception on 2 targets. So that's the stats right there for the Jets. For the Patriots, um, it's still no real stats for the first drive. They went 3 and out. And so we'll see what they get a chance to do here. The New England Patriots. I mean, what do you guys think, though? I would say, if you guys with me, man, tune into the chat, to comments, something like that. Holla at me so I can give you guys, some love, man, because you guys show us love all the time. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe to the Nature Sports Network. It's Point B, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm holding it down for you guys tonight. For you guys that really, 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 really need to understand that we are bringing you live betting, okay? Live betting at all times, man. So we giving you guys, good tips. If you was betting with us you was betting with us on Monday, and guess what? You won some money probably if you bet responsibly. So, week 2, of 2000, you had Aaron Rodgers passed to Allen Lazard first quarter, New England. They have stamped the ball. I wish I could show you guys so I don't I'm not gonna get us in trouble or anything like that. But it's 4:21 left in his first quarter. And you have Garrett Wilson over there talking to I love to see player communication, man. Player communication is very important to a team's success. And it's a kick out the back of the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. And the New England Patriots is going to take over from now the 30-yard line because of the new kickoff rules. So Jacoby Brissett goes back out there to take the helm. If it gets a little too ugly, Drake May might be out on the field. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. 3 plays, 1 yard, a minute and 32 seconds is the time of possession so far versus the New York Jets has 15 plays, 95 yards, 9:07 off the clock. Talk about time of possession dominance in this first quarter. But they got a chance to get it back right here. First and 10 ball on the 30-yard line, shotgun set. It is a quick pass out. And he's running backwards, but he does get on the other side of the field. He did a lot for 1 yard, but at least it was not a loss. I believe that's Douglas. Yes. So very they try to get the ball to him in space and create some stuff, and it's a hurry up offense. 3:59, that's gonna be a 1 yard gain. Jacoby Brissett Looks. He looks to fire. He tosses it out, and that's Polk. Polk catches for about a gain of 7. I think I look like about a 7-yard gain. It looked like it's gonna be a short yardage, 3rd and 2. Jacoby Brissett looked really good in the pocket right there. I mean, getting out, seeing his guy, and getting the pass to his guy, man. So it's gonna be a 3rd and 3. Yeah, like I said, about a game. Well, that was a game of 6. It's 3:25 left in the first quarter. The New York Jets are up on the New England Patriots, and they're trying to snap an 8-game losing streak here at MetLife Stadium to the Patriots. So Brissett drives back to pass. Brissett got time. He fires, and that's Hunter Henry. And that's going to be a first down. And like I said, I know Roe is happy about that because guess what? Hunter Henry is got to be on his ticket. Got to be on his ticket. And I mean, Hunter Henry just sat in the zone. And as Brissett was looking, and you could see it, he just comes across Brissett's vision, which is a very good play. And there's a handoff to Ramondre Stevenson, which is what I need. I need more of these throughout this drive. He looks like it's about to gain a 3. 2 potentially, depends on the spot of the ball. And I mean, I just went with Ramondre Stevenson's carries, man, because he's been getting the ball 20 plus times every game. So to not take that at 16 and a half, man, it's kind of crazy. Just my opinion. And maybe they don't run the ball so much tonight, but maybe they do. Maybe they stick to what they do. And it looks like this is another handoff right here, if I could call it before the play. Shot single back set. You got a man in motion, and there's a play action actually. And Brissett got time. He tosses it, and it is incomplete to Austin Hooper, an inaccurate pass by what I would say Jacoby Brissett. That you had him. You had Hooper. You had him coming across the field. I don't know what happened there. You know, Gerard Mayo, his first season as the New England Patriots head coach, man. So shout out to the man. You know what I mean? To that man right there, Gerard Mayo. Taking over for Bill Belichick, who had a long tenure, several Super Bowls plus some. Okay. So shout out to you guys tuning in on Everyday Parlay. This is Point B. It's a 3rd and 7. It's the shotgun set. Jacoby Brissett drops back to pass, and he looks like he is sacked. It's gonna be a double sack right there. I mean, that just looked bad. I mean, Williams, it's looked like it's a flag on the play though. Let's see what this flag is. It's probably holding by the way that holding offense number. I didn't see the last part of it, but yeah, it was a flag, man. I mean, clearly. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. Holding number 70 on the offense. And I mean, was that really a hold? I don't really consider that to be a hold. I don't know if that was a hold. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like it was because I don't know. 4th and 16. That means New England Patriots going to have to punt. I mean, that drive was, I guess, better than the last drive, you could say. I mean, they gained about 11 yards on that drive. So, and the ball is kicked all the way down to the 9-yard line. I mean, that's good. Simpson on the fair catch. We got Aaron Rodgers entering the field again. I mean, Aaron Rodgers doing what Aaron Rodgers do, man. I mean, he's been back with the Jets this year and looked pretty decent. I expect, and I'm going to be real, I'm going to tell you guys what I think it might be today. It might be more points, but I don't think it comes in this quarter. It's only 119 left in this quarter, so I could assume that they're going to probably score points, but it will on this drive, but it will probably be in the second quarter. And I mean, the New England Patriots want to make it ugly. They don't want a high scoring. They don't have a high powered offense to make it a high scoring game, especially not with against the receivers that the Jets have. I mean, the Jets got some top notch receivers, man. When you think about who Aaron Rodgers has to throw to, this might be one of the best receiving corps he might have ever had. Especially if Mike Williams, pans out to come back off that injury the way that we expect them to do. And there's a handoff to Brees Hall. Brees Hall gets about a gain of 5. I mean, I feel like I should have. I don't know if I did, but I think I should have bet with Brees Hall. He was on my early ticket. Um, he definitely was on my early ticket. Shout out to you guys for tuning in to the Nature Sports Network. I am Point B, and I'm your maestro for right now. We're going to definitely keep giving you this live, up-to-date footage. You know what it is. Sports. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 16-yard line. It's a quick pass to Brees Hall, which I believe helps me out, if I'm not mistaken, because I think I got him on a 4. Oh, that's a flag. Oh, man. No offense to the Patriots. Please let it be against the Patriots. It doesn't look like it's against the Patriots, though. Don't take my man catch away, man. you know. Holding. Offense. Yeah. That's on Conklin. I believe Conklin is the tight end. And it's a hold on him. Let's see. He was. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing about it, I don't know if I call that a hold, but he definitely was on the outside of the shoulder pad. So I'm guessing you're going to get that call quite often, more than not, at least. Especially on a Thursday night football game. This is 2nd and 12 now. That definitely erases a lot of those yards and pushes them back. Now they are on the 7-yard line. Okay, so got Aaron Rodgers shotgun set, and it's a handoff to Brees Hall. Brees Hall gets a lot of that yardage back, but maybe not as much as you would want. It looks like it's going to be about a 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 7 at the most, depending on the spot of the ball. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We have the New York Jets up on the New England Patriots, 7-0. Both of these teams are 1-1. Both of these teams are AFC East opponents. Right now, the Buffalo Bills run the NFC East. I mean, excuse me, I said NFC East. I meant AFC East. Us, Redskins being in the NFC East, but the AFC East right now is being ran by the Buffalo Bills. They've been to the playoffs several times, and they are 2-0 right now. So one of these teams need to catch up to that 2 before they can think about catching up to the Bills, because it's going to be a pretty interesting situation. Tua Tagovailoa, who is in that division, suffered a concussion over this past weekend. And so, I mean, that shakes up the division quite a bit, because now, I mean, don't get me wrong, not saying that it couldn't have been the Patriots or the Jets, but you was thinking that the Dolphins is maybe 1B in that division if healthy, you know. Also, in big news, Bryce Young, the number 1 overall draft pick in the NFL last year, has officially been benched for Andy Dalton. And actually, they brought in Cam Newton for a workout this weekend. So I don't know, man. Maybe they go back to Super Cam, you know? Maybe Super Cam is on the agenda, man. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all pick that though. Would you bring back Cam Newton if you were the head coach and what you seen out of Bryce Young is not what you want, and you say, you know what, we're gonna move away from this guy because this guy's not ready, or whatever the case may be, and you're moving away from him. Would you consider Cam Newton to be a potential guy? And if you did potentially think about it like that, why didn't you been work him out? So, but that's just on the rumor mill right there. I don't know if they actually worked him out or not, but I can tell you, if Cam Newton goes back to Carolina, and Cam Newton is willing to be like a Taysom Hill to get on the field, not necessarily saying that he's not a good quarterback. I think he can be a good quarterback. I know he's not going to start over Andy Dalton right now. Especially with him not having an off season or anything like that. But if he can be there, Taysom Hill, man, that might be dangerous. You might see the Carolina Panthers move out of the worst team in the league category, like how most people see them right now. Most people have them on the very bottom of the of the power ranking list, like I do myself, and I had to move the New York Giants out of my bottom. They didn't move up very high, but they had to move out of my bottom, man. 3rd or 6th, ball on the, let's say, 11 and a half yard line mark. Aaron Rodgers shotgun. Aaron Rodgers is getting blitzed. Aaron Rodgers scrambles. Aaron Rodgers passes. It's Lazard, and he breaks a tackle and gets a little more. Lazard still going. It looks like a big pass completion. Could have been almost 20 injured player on the field. And that looks like Peppers. Jabril Peppers was shaking up on the play. He looked like he was going to run off to the sideline. I mean, this is why Aaron Rodgers. There was a stunt, and you got to get your guy when there's a stunt. And I mean, breaking tackles. This Aaron Rodgers is running downfield like he's going to block if necessary. I mean, once he sees Lazard catch the pass, you think that as a quarterback, you're going to chill. But no, he's up there just potentially, just in case something happens, man. Alan Lazard, 3 receptions, 48 yards, and a touchdown, and that's cash for me because he went over 2.5 already in the basically first half. Pass to Breece Hall. Breece Hall catches it. Breece Hall runs the other way. Breece Hall looks like it's another first down. And I mean, the New York Jets is just clicking on all cylinders right now. I told you it's going to be some points. It wasn't going to be in the last it wasn't going to be in that last quarter, but in this next quarter, it was going to be points, man. You should have bet. You should have bet. I should have bet, but I'm trying to give you guys the best broadcast I potentially can. So I mean, this has been a pretty dominant effort so far. 10 first downs compared for the Jets compared to the New England Patriots 1 first down, and that's a handoff, and it's space, and that's a first down. Again, I believe that's Allen. He's rocking the number 0. Yes, it is Allen. I mean, just disrespectful, man. I mean, they just driving down the field with. I mean, this don't look like the New England Patriots defense that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. I mean, the Jets just look like they clicking on all cylinders. And I mean, the Jets could be potentially dangerous. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Breece Hall. Allen looks really good as that second back. You got a very good receiving core. The only thing they don't really have is a receiving tight end. And maybe you really don't need that for what they have. And it's a handoff to Allen again. Allen gets around the corner, gets tripped up. He's going to be down to like the 26, 7 maybe. I mean, this has been a pretty interesting game so far. The New York Jets have just been pretty dominant on the I can't lie and can't say that they haven't been pretty dominant.
Yeah, that's definitely wasn't projected at all for them to really be doing what they doing today, but they fit the bill.
Dominance. Are you already linked up?
Yeah, you want me to take over the play by play?
Yeah, for a second, because I don't know what it is, but Amazon Prime, because that's what I'm watching it on. I'm not stealing it. I'm watching it on a good streaming service, and this is the streaming service that suggested that jump been tripping quite a bit.
You had Aaron Rodgers with the throw over the middle to it looked like Breece Hall. We got a 1st and 10 handoff up the middle. Oh, big run, Jake. Big run up the middle.
It might have been
Wasn't
Allen.
Jacob? It's Allen. Allen on the run.
Yeah.
Allen on the run.
Nathaniel
Yes,
Hackett is the Jets offensive coordinator. And DeMarcus Covington is the Patriots defensive coordinator. Black man. Black man. Slide black man up there, man. That's what I'm talking about.
yes, indeed, man. You got 1st and 10 for the Jets are moving the ball down to the 35-yard line. Got a man in motion, handoff up the middle, made a man miss again. Allen, man, Allen looks good.
Man,
The guy
Allen look real
Allen is
good.
good.
Yeah, Allen definitely look real good. Hopefully, man, because I got I got a ticket that got Allen Lazard, Garrett Allen Lazard over 2.5 receptions. He already got that. Garrett Wilson over 5.5 receptions, and he got like three. And then Ramondre Stevenson with 3 receptions, and I believe he got one
All
already.
right. All right, just to pick everybody up. I know I was a little bit behind, but just to catch everybody up, you had an Aaron Rodgers pass to the short left to Garrett Wilson to the New England 21 for 9 yards. That was on a 3rd and 5. It would be 1st and 10 New England. You had a Bryce Hall run right after that for 7 yards. New England, the Jets is threatening again to take over even larger to get a bigger lead. Oh, sorry, it was Brees Hall minus
Minus
seven,
7 yards. Yeah.
-7 on the run,
Oh my God. So you right behind me.
-7 on the run for Brees Hall.
Yeah, you right behind me.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to everybody out there listening. This is Everyday Parlay. We're gonna get y'all up to date on the current lines of the game, and we're going to get some live betting going on before the night is out. And see what we can get, see what we can do. Dodgers up 20.
Yes,
The
sir. Yes,
final
sir.
today was 20-4 over the Marlins in baseball. That's a baseball score.
That's crazy.
20
And it
runs.
looks like Brees.
And so you had Aaron Rodgers, short pass up the middle to Tyler Conklin for the catch. And then after that, you had a Brees Hall run over the left side to the 1 yard line. The New England Jets, the New York Jets is heavy in New England territory. They are about to go in. They are about to go in. Brees Hall left over the left guard for 5 yards, man. What do you expect right now? Aaron Rodgers is in a groove. Look like the Jets could run away with this one if New England's defense don't step up. Gonzalez seemed like he shut down. He's shutting down Garrett Wilson, but you don't.
I mean,
You don't really need much out of Wilson with what Aaron Rodgers is
yeah,
doing.
yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is he's just like controlling the game. If you're looking at the game, you can tell that Aaron Rodgers is controlling the whole narrative of the game right now.
Aaron Rodgers, an incomplete pass to the short left to Tyler Conklin. That's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1 yard line. And I think Brees Hall just inside the red zone is money. I would go to Brees Hall here. That's me personally.
Yeah, I got burnt on Brees Hall last week, but it's all right.
The play is under review. The previous play is under review to Tyler Conklin as an incomplete. It is being challenged. 8:29 left in the second quarter. The Jets are up 7-0 and are threatening more points right now. And we're going to go into the current lines. Let's go into the lines and see what the line look like. See what we got here. Pull it up on the board. Y'all already know who we rock with. When it comes to the lines, we usually deal with Bet Online. So shout out to Bet Online. And we're gonna get these current folk bringing us the live betting lines. Live betting lines. We're gonna get them up for y'all. Jacoby Brissett on the sideline, waiting to get his turn. Jacoby Brissett actually didn't look bad. But really, the New England running game is what controlled the games for him while he was in there. So it just really made it real easy on him.
I mean, he doesn't look bad, but you gotta look good in that situation. He did miss a really bad pass to Austin Hooper, who was basically wide open. He could have, if he did hit him, they probably could have had at least 3 points right now on that pass.
Do you think he got in? Do you think Brees Hall got in? I think he's in. He looks
I
like
think
he's in
he's
to
in.
me.
I think he's in, but I don't know. You, I don't know.
What's your pick? In on that. In on that. What's your final prediction?
I was thinking it just for my
Yeah, I would say he's in. All right.
here's
So
my prediction.
currently there is no line up right now because they're reviewing the play. So they have frozen the bet. So they have frozen the bets. But we're gonna bring you the current line as soon as we get one up for y'all. Okay, boom. We got some lines for this quarter. This quarter. Oh, so no. Those are the third. These are third quarter bets. Those the current bets are up for the third quarter only. Um, the full board is not up. You got 26 available bets. Most of them are frozen, as y'all can see. Oh no, we got okay. So first half, it says a side. Which side you got? Plus 14 and a half. For the Patriots. You giving them 14 and a half in the first half. It's 8 minutes left in the second.
Uh,
Do you
14,
think they extend the lead,
14 and a half.
or do you think the league shrinks?
Um, I don't know. I think it might stay the same. I think it might stay at 14.
So 20-point over and under, 20 and a half.
Uh,
What you got for the first half on the over and under? 20 and a half is the over and under right now. They got 13.
oh, that's under.
You think it's going
I
under?
don't see. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see New England being able to score right now on this drive. So maybe they do though. That's what I'm saying. I don't see them scoring. I maybe see them kick a field goal. So the under is a better bet to me.
Yeah. But you don't think two scores are happening before this is over?
Yeah, I do think two scores potentially happen, but I think that other score is a field goal. I don't think
Yeah, but
is
that
it
still
8
would be
minutes
over
left?
the. Oh, but you think it's gonna be two field goals. You don't think it's gonna be a touchdown in the field goal.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, the reason I'm saying this, it depends on what, of course, New England does. If New England can move the ball just a little bit here, which I expect them to do, I don't think New England gets in the end zone. So I do see, I see them kicking a field goal. I see Aaron Rodgers getting back on the field and potentially got enough space to kick the field goal. So that's why I'm saying the way I'm saying it.
Got you. Got you. All right. Well, let's see what we can do with this live. Let's see what we can do with this live. Let's keep it on moving. Um. Okay. So those just the third quarter bets. Let me see if you got a drive better. Where's the drive bet for this drive? What's the top, the highest scoring half? First half or second half? Six drive result. New England gets the ball back. Um, I don't know. Let me look at the New England offense again. What you got on this drive? Punt, offensive score, or any other outcome, interception, turnover, etc., fumble, etc., turnover downs. I personally think on this drive it's going to be. I mean, they've punted. Let's see what the previous
Oh,
drives have been.
turnover on downs will be the safest bet, but I think this is when they get on the
New
board and
England,
score 3 points.
New England have had two drives. One of them was 6 plays, 11 yards. The other one was 3 plays. Was the other one was 3 plays, 1 yard. So what do you have on this one for them on their third drive?
I
Let's
think
bet
they're
it.
gonna get a field goal.
Oh, you think they're gonna get a field goal?
Yeah, I think they're gonna drive the ball a little bit because last drive, I mean, just kind of stalled out. Jacoby Brissett had a
They only
really
had
good.
11 yards on the drive, though.
But that's what I'm saying. He had a really good start to that drive, and then he threw that bad pass to Austin Hooper, and then they called a really bad pass on third down. But had he completed that pass for Austin Hooper, they would score points that last drive.
Right now, they have a total of
12 yards.
12 yards. 12 yards in the whole half.
Yes. But they only had the ball twice. The first one was a 3-and-out where that was only 1 yard. The second drive, they got a first down almost immediately. It was a run, and then it was a Jacoby Brissett. He ran, and then they got the first down, and then he threw that. Then they ran again. There was no game, which you can understand that. And then there was the incomplete pass, and then I mean the pass to Austin Hooper, the one I said he missed on. So
All
had
right,
he
they
hit
froze
that,
the bet on us. They froze the bet on us.
yeah. I
Let's see.
mean,
Let's get this first one. I'm gonna say a punt. And so let's get this first one without betting. We're gonna get this first one a go. They froze the bet. Sixth drive of the half. First half. Um After the punt, you had a Stevenson run for 3 yards. That's the first play of the half. He got 3 yards. I mean, first play of the drive was a Stevenson run for 3 yards. So you're gonna have a 2nd and 7 for New England.
hoping Aaron Rodgers and them don't blow them out too bad because I need Rodgers Stevenson to get some more carries. You know, the blowouts. That's the thing. You know what blowouts is in the NFL? It's like when they clear the bench in the NBA.
Yeah,
That's what a blowout is.
yeah,
It changes the whole dynamic of the game, the way that you would call it, the way that you would bet, everything. It messes everything.
yeah. Okay, so on the 2nd and 7, you had Zach Thomas report in as eligible. I mean, his may not be Zach Z Thomas, and Stevenson ran for 19 yards to the New England 46-yard line. Penalty on the play, a 15-yard face mask by Stevenson, which knocked it back to the New England 40-yard line. Offensive face mask. How many times do you see that? Not many. Not many.
What did I tell you? Field goal. That's why I said field goal right there.
Yeah. They are able to run the ball, though. That's the thing. New England is having some success running the ball.
I mean,
Steve,
yeah, but remember that's what I said in the beginning. Remember when you when I hollered at you earlier? That's what it's going to be.
where's Antonio Gibson been at?
I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that, but maybe I'm a little concerned about that. I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't on any injury report or anything like that, so
Well, Stevenson got something going on with his wrist after that play. Trainer's looking at him.
that's not good. But that's good for
Antonio
me to
Gibson
get
is now
Gibson.
in the game. We just called him up. You
Yeah,
had
that's good.
a shotgun incomplete pass to Thornton. It was a penalty on the play, unnecessary roughness. Give the 15 back to New England. That will be a 1st and 10 from the New England 40. And you had Douglas, a run by Douglas to the right side, a shotgun run. It's been a sloppy game for Will for the Jets at least.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's been a sloppy game on defense. I mean, with the penalties.
Yes, yes, they are starting to pay for their penalties. I would say.
Yeah, when you just went up by what is it, 14? That ain't really the time for you to start having penalties. There is a sack on the 2nd and 1 from the New England 49-yard line. Jacoby Brissett is sacked -8. You're gonna have a 3rd and long for the New England Patriots. The unnecessary roughness was for a hit over the middle.
Yeah, hit on the defensive receiver.
Yeah. I like that Douglas guy though. He got some speed on him. Stevenson may
Yeah,
be hurt.
they're gonna figure out a way to use him. They're definitely gonna figure out a way to use him.
Okay. You have a Jacoby Brissett on 3rd and 9, an incomplete pass, deep left, looking for Thornton. Penalty on the play, pass interference for 34 yards. New England is in business. You were right.
Yeah, the Jets, like you were saying, the Jets have had a pretty sloppy defensive outing so far. And so with having that defensive outing, I mean, but like I said, I'm ahead of you, so I don't want to speak too soon.
No, you're right.
I don't want to speak too soon. Yeah, that's going to be a short pass. That's my bad. I'm way ahead of that. So it's going to be a sack. Jacoby Brissett is sacked, pushed back to the look like 35-yard line ish. That turned it into a 2nd and 19 where there's a short pass gain of 1. And I'm gonna go time possession right now. 15 plays, 20 yards, 752 for the New England Patriots. 28 plays, 193 yards for the New York Jets. It's another short pass, and that passes to Antonio Gibson. That's gonna bring a 4th down. It looks like they are going to kick a field goal.
That's the right move, I think. They got to play some better defense.
Yes, sir. C.J. Mosley is inactive for this game. 5-time Pro Bowler.
All right, so what we gonna do for the second drive for the Jets' next drive?
Um,
Punt, offensive score, or anything else?
I think they're gonna score. I think they're gonna score. Remember what I said? I think it's gonna go under 21. Remember, it was 21 and a half, right?
Right,
Or it was 20 and a half, right?
right.
Now, don't get me wrong. This is a lot of time for Aaron Rodgers. I thought they was going to be able to hold the ball a little longer and kick a field goal.
It's
But it's a lot
3:56
of
left.
time for Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers could potentially score a touchdown here, unfortunately. But if I had to make a bet, it's definitely a B score. But I'm praying that it's just a field goal. I'm praying they run out of time.
Okay. So let's see what happens here. It is a field goal by the New England Patriots. They just bust that 16 and a half. Wasn't it? No, 20 was the
It was 20 and a half.
All right. So you think they're gonna score here?
I think they're gonna kick a field goal, and it's gonna be 20 to, and we just gonna barely win the bet. But I do think they're gonna score. I'm just hoping that they don't go down the field so fast to where they put themselves in a touchdown position where it's 21-3. If
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
All
I
right.
know they're gonna score. It's not an if and or but. They can't stop them. The only way they don't score is if Aaron Rodgers does something catastrophically stupid, which I just don't see happening. Aaron Rodgers looks good out there today.
All right. Let's see what they're gonna do then with the score.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're gonna do with the
Yeah,
score.
Aaron Rodgers looks really good. I
First
think
bet of the night for Everyday Parlay. Offensive score for the Jets when they get the ball back. 7th drive.
How about yourself? What you think? What you think is gonna happen?
I think it could be a score. It could be a score.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm gonna be real. Aaron Rodgers been out there just doing what he want, having his way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And whenever you got a quarterback out there having their way, it's a bad situation for the defense. It's a bad day for the the great Ray Lewis say. It's a bad day for the defense. It's a bad well not for the defense, but it's a bad day for them. you
Right.
know.
I absolutely agree. So that's our first bet of the day. That is going to be points on this drive. Let's see how it works. Our first drive bet of the day.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to join in next Thursday night. Cowboys Giants. One of our division games. So we got a Monday night football game and a Thursday night football game coming up this week in our division.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
This
crazy,
is
man.
this is where the NFC East arrives on the scene.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Jaden Daniels do his thing. And we'll see a lot more primetime games over the next couple years because I mean, realistically, they want to put their biggest stars on those primetime nights. That's why you have this game right here. You got Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a top level star when it comes to football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You don't get much higher than Aaron Rodgers when it comes to football, as far as currently playing. I mean, everybody know who Aaron Rodgers is. If you've been watching football over the last 15, 20 years, you know who Aaron Rodgers is, right? So you want to put those stars on this level. You want to put them in front of the people, mainly because of viewership. Those guys that sell jerseys, that's what they also got. People looking at the game. First and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. Oh man, and Allen is met in the backfield immediately, but breaks the tackle. And I mean, he was met like as soon as he got the handoff. Shout out to Allen for shrugging that play off. I mean, just shrugged it completely off. And there was like explosiveness right there. And I mean, just a really good play. Really good play. Uche, I hope I'm saying his name correct. Uche just basically made the left tackle just the protection didn't look good at all. Okay, it's gonna be a 2nd and 9. Brees Hall in motion. There's another handoff. This one is a lot better, and that's going to Allen. I mean, that two back set with back there with Brees Hall and Allen together is crazy. Aaron Rodgers, 12 for 14, 135 yards and a touchdown. Brees Hall, 8 rushes, 25 yards and a touchdown. Allen Lazard, 3 catches, 48 yards and a touchdown. I mean, those are the star plays tonight for the New York Jets. This is a 3rd and 4, 2:35 left on the clock. Aaron Rodgers is in an empty backfield set. And that's a false start. Morgan Moses. Morgan Moses.
They are sloppy right now.
Yeah.
They sloppy.
Morgan Moses. Come on, Come on, Morgan Moses. That just made this 3rd down a lot harder. And it made it a lot harder for them to get some points on this drive, messing with Morgan Moses. Okay? 3rd and 9. Let's see what A-Rod gonna do. He's scanning the defense. A 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9 is not a good time. It looks like they're blitzing. And so, oh no, it is no blitz. 4-man rush. It's a pass. It's complete. It's a 1st down. Tyler Conklin. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They are on the 40. They're on the logo. So it's in the mid 40s. I didn't see exactly where he came down with the ball at right there. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers looks the defender off, looks right back in the middle of the field, and Tyler Conklin is right there for the 1st down reception. And we're going, and they've taken us to a commercial break.
It looks good for the bet. It looks like we might go 2-0. I mean 1-0.
Yeah, I mean,
Looks like it's looking good for the bet.
yeah,
How much?
honestly, I mean, Aaron Rodgers with 2 minutes on the clock is still dangerous to me.
Yeah.
Like, You
Yeah,
know, I don't feel comfortable betting when it's 2 minutes with Aaron Rodgers on the clock, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Unless you betting anything but a touchdown, you know? You know, you Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys that you 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 don't want to bet against. He's a Patrick Mahomes type of guy. He's a Tom Brady type of guy. You know what I mean? There's guys that you just try to stay away from when it come to betting. And Aaron Rodgers is that when you're betting against him not to score a touchdown. You know, you got a Brady time, you know, and you got a Aaron Rodgers time, the king of the Hail Murray. That's how it really gets when it comes to somebody like a Aaron Rodgers. Is he now the king of the Hail Murray?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
It's not even close. It's not even
yeah.
close. And he looks in like he's in rare form too. Just to be honest,
Yes, yes. He
he
came to
looks.
play.
Yeah, yeah,
He came
definitely.
to play. Now, I am pretty intrigued to see what this New England Patriots defense do coming out of the break because you don't want Aaron Rodgers high on confidence going in at halftime saying, I see what they doing on defense. You know what
Well,
I
how do you
mean?
stop it? How do you stop it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends. You gotta go in there in the locker room at halftime and know that Aaron Rodgers is he hunting you at this point
There's
as
no
the
way to
quarterback.
stop it. Only way you can stop it is keep him on the sideline. So now to me, you should use your offense as your defense and start to run the ball, slow the clock down, keep him on the sideline.
I get it. They are showing Fitz magic because he was a New York Jets. Okay, he was a New York Jet, and I mean, what else could you say other than Fitz magic? He had some magical moments against the Patriots, the Tom Brady Patriots, at that. And that's a handoff to Brees Hall. Brees Hall bounces on the outside. Brees Hall, he does fumble at the end of the play, but it does go out of bounds. It looks like it's about to gain a 9 anyway. 153 left on the clock. And I mean, Brees Hall tries to go up the middle. He bumps into a man. He bursts outside like Barry Sanders, man. Him wearing that 20, juking and going on the outside, if you were a Barry Sanders fan, it reminds you of the patience that Barry Sanders had when he was running the ball. 2nd and 1. The Jets are averaging 7.2 yards a carry. And it looks like there's a pause in the play. Maybe they're gonna go over that again. Because he did fumble at the end of that play. I mean, Jones, that's his name. Hey, bruh, that is one of the most creative things I have ever seen a defensive back do. He did a double peanut punch on that play to knock the ball out of Brees Hall's hands.
I like it.
He peanut punched with the right, and then he didn't get the ball, and then he peanut punched with the left. I mean, that was crazy. That was a crazy defensive play in my opinion. I mean, that's crazy. That's how you know that sports, uh, as far as knowledge, sports knowledge is going to another level. I agree with a lot of the people saying that a lot of these young guys, the young talent that's out there right now, some of them could have played back in the day. It's because of the way they think. You know, that is a old school mindset savvy play. The peanut punch has been known all around the league to create fumbles. You know what I mean? To dislodge the ball from the runner or whoever. It's been known throughout the league to do it, and now you see players, and I guarantee you're gonna see this a lot more after the night. You see players starting to adapt. Okay, one peanut punch don't work. Let me use both hands.
I agree.
How you do that while tackling a person is the impressive part. You know what I'm saying? That's the impressive part right there. How did you do that while you were tackling him and you didn't let him break the tackle? This is at this point, you could say Brees Hall is an elite level dual back. He's not maybe not Alvin Kamara right now, but he has some of that skill set of Alvin Kamara. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You want to call the Marshall Falk school of running backs, you know?
I agree. I agree.
You know, other than Marshall Falk, who do you think is might be one of those better pass catching receiving backs?
Other than Marshall Falk,
Yeah.
Roger Craig,
Okay,
LaDainian Tomlinson.
for sure. For sure.
Um, I know this might be with just for the Redskin fans, Joe Washington,
Okay, I was gonna say Brian Mitchell for the Redskin fans.
Brian Mitchell too, but Joe Washington.
And shout out to Austin Eckler for wearing the Brian Mitchell number. Actually, now that you think about it,
Yep,
Austin Eckler could go
he
right
does.
into that. You know,
That number should be retired though. To be
it
honest,
should be. It should be.
that number should be retired.
There's I believe maybe four numbers that should be retired with the Redskins. One is Sean Teller, the 21 for sure.
I
Brees
believe it is
Hall.
retired. I believe Sean Taylor's number is retired.
I know. I'm just going over the numbers that I think should be retired.
Okay,
That's Brees Hall right there. So Sean Teller for sure. Daryl Green, that 28 for sure. That 28 should be retired for sure. Okay. Um, this is going to be pretty controversial, but because he's an unprecedented player, I think the Doug Williams 17 should have been retired too.
not me.
A lot of people not going to agree with that because he didn't do enough in a Redskin jersey. Oh, Brees Hall breaks a tackle and runs and gets down to the looks like 31 maybe. Depends. I mean, excuse me, 36 maybe. Depends on the spot. It's right around that 35-yard line, and it's 46 seconds left. And what did I say? It looks like we're gonna cash on this bet unless the Jets take a shot. You know, if you're gonna keep running the ball, just getting closer and closer, inching closer and closer, that's gonna be a field goal. That's gonna be the under 20 and a half points, and that's gonna be 2 wins for us. Um, but yeah, like I think Doug Williams for sure. Because he's an unprecedented player, first black quarterback to ever to win a Super Bowl. You know, that's unprecedented. When you do unprecedented stuff, it's kind of like your jersey
I
might should be
will.
retired.
I
Huh?
don't know. I'm not with it. He played in the playoffs. He didn't even play in the regular season during that
I
season.
get
He
it. I
wasn't even
get it. I get
playing.
it. I get
He
it.
only played
And,
3 games.
which is why I'm not mad. Which is why I'm not mad that it's not retired. It's not like it's a Sean Teller or a Daryl Green type of thing. You know, I just wanted to throw my controversial John in there right quick. Also, John Riggins.
Yeah,
John Riggins.
yeah,
Oh, it looks like Aaron Rodgers takes a shot to Garrett Wilson, overthrows him, but there is a flag on the play. It's 41 seconds left in the second, and hopefully, it looks like Jabril Peppers is coming back on the field. He
yeah.
exited through
Yes, he
through
has
the
returned.
locker.
He has returned.
Oh
Illegal
man,
motion. Illegal
illegal
motion is the
motion,
call.
Garrett Wilson.
Illegal motion. So we right on the cusp of field goal range right now.
Yeah, they need to get some yards back. Oh, Garrett Wilson's job messed him up with that route, though, bruh. God, that's why I was saying, man. Garrett Wilson is definitely one of the best receivers in the league, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely one of the
Absolutely.
best receivers in the league. Because I mean, realistically, how do you check somebody that runs routes this smooth and has these type of hands? Oh, they didn't figured out who's the number one man on man. Thank God. I mean, I would have rather that went to Garrett Wilson because I mean they didn't missed on Garrett Wilson several times, but and I need him to get his 5.5 catches. Definitely do. I mean, realistically, he only got two right now. but he got 3 targets, so I could see him getting at least another 3 targets next. What's the name? And then they'll run the ball, but at the same time of them running the ball, they won't. It's Aaron Rodgers, so you always got to worry about a screen pass. He don't just run the ball, run the clock out. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers is not one of those guys. He's one of those guys reading your defense. He's staying every time he's on the field, even if they're winning. He has the potential to score a touchdown
Right. Absolutely.
because he's outthinking your defense. He's outthinking your defensive coordinator. And Robert Kraft has been on the broadcast quite some time right now. They're showing Robert Kraft. I don't know if he's in a regular seat, and he looks very uncomfortable. I mean, you the billion is it's a 35. Let me get back to this game. 35, ball on 38-yard line. Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass. Aaron Rodgers a quick pass, and that is Mike Williams. 24 seconds left. And Mike Williams gets up trying to get a flag for the helmet at the end of the play. And that's the final timeout for the New York Jets. They look like they're trying to score a touchdown.
Absolutely.
I mean, how do you leave that much space for Aaron Rodgers in that field? I mean, I get that they're trying to blitz him, but y'all aren't getting to him he's getting the ball out his hands way too fast. Like way too fast.
I
So
think the Patriots defense is tightened up though.
a little bit. I just think it's late in the half. I don't think it's really tightened up. I just think it's late in the half, so it's only but so much options. You don't have a lot of options. Mike Williams, 8th season, 312 receptions, 4,841 yards, 15-yard average in his 8th season. 15 touchdowns as well. I mean, he probably could have more touchdowns, I would say. And that's a pass out to Brees Hall, and it's a little out of range. I would have liked Aaron Rodgers to get that on point. Come on, bruh. What you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
Um, for what I have, actually, my ticket was weird today, right? So the ticket I
Yeah.
actually ended up putting in, I didn't put in 3 tickets like I wanted to. I didn't have the time to. So I only end up having to be able to put in one. However, this is a very interesting ticket. This is a very interesting ticket. So, all right, that's Aaron Rodgers over the middle. It looks like we are going to hit on cash in on that bet too. Um, so on this ticket, I have
Aaron Rodgers taking the shot deep. Incomplete pass. 14 seconds left on the clock.
on this ticket, I have Lamondre Stevenson for over 16 and a half carries. I have Jacoby Brissett for under 16 and a half completions. And I have Aaron Rodgers, this is the kicker, for under 1.5 carries. The 1.5 carries actually looks the best right now. As crazy as that sounds.
No, he already ran the ball once.
Oh, he already ran it once. Was it a
Mm-hmm.
run? Is it on the stat sheet as a run?
Yes. One rush for 5 yards.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So that doesn't look as good as I thought it did.
I mean,
Yep.
but I'm gonna be
Rush for
real.
5 yards.
Whatever you lost on the whatever you may potentially lose right there, you're about to win back on this bet right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, Aaron Rodgers 3rd and 10. Come on, Aaron Rodgers. Don't you could
Absolutely.
make a completion. It's a timeout. New England. Gerard Mayo does not like what he sees. Like no touchdowns here. No touchdowns. And you know they're going for the end zone. They're taking a shot at the end zone. They're not gonna put it in the field of play. So it's either going on the sideline or in the end zone. It isn't going anywhere else. And you couldn't imagine Aaron Rodgers would make the mistake of putting it anywhere else. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe they have a plan to snap to spike the ball, to get a little closer and spike the ball, and maybe it does go to the middle of the field in that case. But if that's the case, all of those players know we are going to the short thing. We're going to get right to the spot we need to get to line back up, and we're going to spike the ball. But it looks like they're taking a shot. That's what it looks like to me. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass. Aaron Rodgers goes to, come on, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this the guy that's supposed to be your guy, Garrett Wilson. This the one of the best receivers in the league, and you cannot get him the ball. You throw at him twice, 2 incomplete passes, and that was on him. We have Greg Zuerlein coming out, 35 of 38, 92%, 55 long, and that was in 2023. He is 1 of 1 this season, 33 yards. Come on, Zuerlein. We need you. It's a 45-yard field goal, and it is in the middle of the hashes. So we could assume that this is a pretty steady kick. Kick goes up, kick is off. Kick is no good. Kick is no good. Greg Zuerlein. Botch that money for us. Greg goddamn Zuerlein.
I had a feeling,
Greg
man.
Zuerlein. Botch that money.
I had
You
a
can't
feeling.
you can't blame nobody but him.
I had a
A
feeling.
45-yard field goal wasn't even that far. Right in the middle. Like, come on, man. Come on. Aaron Rodgers kind of laughs it off.
He didn't
But
bet his money.
that is kind of Aaron Rodgers' fault. At the same time, dude, does Aaron Rodgers deserve some blame for that?
He does, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes. The reason he deserves blame for that, I mean, we still won the bet for under 21 and a half. I mean, under 20 and a half. So that's the one bet, but that was supposed to be, that bet right there was supposed to go through. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was really bad, Zerline. Really, really bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He missed it from let's see where he missed that kick from.
45 yards.
45-yard miss. It's not on my board yet. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. What you got for the first half of this one?
I didn't think it was going to be this dominant from the Jets, but hold on.
Well, I felt like, just to take over for point, I felt like this was a really sloppy first half. I feel like this was really sloppy, that these people was out there doing anything, and this was just really bad. In my opinion. I mean, on at least on some of their parts, it's just
Uh,
they was doing the most, and that's how I feel. Like they was doing the most. Especially at the end of the half, that was an easy kick. He missed it, and yeah, they got to do better, man. They got to do better. That's how I
yes, they
feel.
got to do better. Aaron Rodgers
We'll
did what he
see.
was supposed to do. Well, somewhat of what he was supposed to do. That last pass, excuse me, that last pass that he threw to Wilson was supposed to be a completed pass. Would have probably made it about a 40-yard, 35-yard field goal. That miss was on Aaron Rodgers, and guess what? So did the kicker. They both missed the same way. Now, hold on though. I put a tidbit of information. Listen, I put a tidbit of information in the group chat, and maybe this is what it is. Okay, while coaching, uh, I believe it was Dexter McCourty, if I'm not mistaken. He was his rookie year. Bill Belichick told him that the way that the wind blows in Foxborough, when a quarterback throws it up, it's basically going to catch the ball a little bit. Okay, maybe, and this is just maybe more coaches need to look into the aerodynamics of their stadiums. Does that make any sense?
I mean, it does. It does.
Because on that play, maybe in a different stadium, Aaron Rodgers completes that pass without a problem.
I can see that. However, However, Aaron Rodgers wasn't really the problem. Greg Zuerlein jacked the kid. And that was really
Oh
the
yeah,
problem, at least on that last drive.
oh yeah, no, that's definitely. I'm giving
That was
eighty
definitely a
percent.
Greg Zuerlein issue that was
I'm
going on.
giving. You know what? I'm giving 90% to Greg Zerline. But when you think about offenses, right? You move the offensive ball down the field. When you think about a pass that's incompleted that could have been caught, could have been a reception right there, right? When you think about that, that definitely helps the kicker. Four
Right.
yards, right? 5 yards helps the kicker a whole lot.
I mean, I get it, but still, like, nah. That was
Nah, I'm still blaming. Yeah, I told
that
you,
was
I'm
that
still
was
blaming
Greg
90%
that was
on
the
the
Greg
Zerline.
Zuerlein.
Yeah, I mean he jacked the money. He did jack the money. So
Yeah.
a lot of stuff been going on in the news, man. A lot of craziness going on in the news. I guess we got to say something about it because we can't just ignore the fact that it happened. so,
What?
Sean Diddy Combs locked up. Okay, Sean Diddy Combs locked up, man. It's been memes. It's been all this crazy stuff about this situation, and I even found myself today posting some funny memes, and then I had to write that and say, you know what, this is gonna be the last time I post something like this, because normally I wouldn't do it, right? The reason normally I wouldn't do it because this is a serious situation, and the problem with the internet is that they don't take nothing serious. Okay, uh, realistically, if he is guilty of what he's being charged of, there's victims in this situation, and plenty of them, and we are essentially laughing at their misfortune by saying he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil, like making it a meme,
Right.
which I guess is true. But at the same time, like we're laughing at the misfortunes of others,
Right.
even if we don't look at it that way. Okay. So that's the reason I even brought it up because I want to bring a serious take on this because there are people lives affected. This man has children. His children probably didn't do any of this stuff. Okay. And his children got to look at memes of him all day long. They can't probably even turn on their phone or the TV or nothing. They have to be isolated, which is a very misfortunate and unfortunate situation. So I think that as much as we love to clown and play and joke, this is a serious situation. We've never seen anything like this before. And with his takedown, you could assume that there will be a lot of repercussions that come with this situation. There's no way that a man that that takes people in his home and has thousands of hours, they say, of footage is not got some form of protection. He ain't got somebody on there that got some power. You know what I mean? I mean, notable people that's been at his parties is Drake, is LeBron James, is Barack Obama, is these are Jay Z, Beyonce. These are top level celebrities. So we don't know what might go on in that case. So I just wanted to do a little brief segment about that because guess what? That's hot topic news right now.
All right. So this is my thoughts on it. Um, I remember like white parties. We'll take white parties for instance. Um, that was really a Puffy thing, for real, for real. So I mean, throwing parties and things of that nature have always kind of been his forte. Um, in my opinion, legally speaking, the government don't really have a case, or the case is weak, just legally speaking. In my opinion, I just don't. I just think they could do much better with the way that
So you
they
think
have.
so you think that they should have maybe waited and took a different approach than taking the approach that they took?
I just don't think for what they charging him with. I don't see him as being that, and I think it's silly. Like they're not charging him with rape, for instance. Like people, they keep bringing up people with drugged X, Y, and Z. Okay, but you're not charging him with rape. So if someone takes advantage of me when I'm inebriated, by law, I believe that's rape. You're not charging him with that. You're charging him with racketeering. Well, I don't. He got his money from music. He's not like he doesn't have like front businesses, and stuff like that. So in those sense, it's like what they're charging him with. They charged him with human trafficking. He's okay. Excuse my language. The black community gonna know what I'm talking about when I say this. He's a trick. He's not a pimp. So human trafficking, he's not really trafficking anything. He's tricking, and
So
so
you think that he? I don't know, man. Look, see, this is the thing. When you get to that type of influence, right? Pimping is different because people will, at least people look at it different, because people look at it like these victims, if you want to call them victims, that they are being manipulated by a person's success or fame or money or something like that. So now they're doing stuff against their will because they're in that situation, to try to, and to me, I don't know if that's necessarily pimping. Like if somebody, um, and I know there are victims in different situations, so I'm not trying to victim shame in any kind of way. Just people put themselves in a certain position sometimes, and the consequences of those positions are not necessarily things that they're going to be not ashamed of in the future. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, you
I
know,
still just think he was tricking.
so you think he was tricking though? You think that was his
That's
thing?
all it really is. They trying to send this man to prison for tricking.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like
I
it's
just don't
about
know if I'm okay with that. Like,
and I'm trying to take this serious. The
what
drug
about? I
fuel
mean,
party, you know.
y'all are charging him with like a criminal running a criminal enterprise. He's puffy. We know he got his money from music. Like we know that he's not Ghost from Power. Like this is puffy. We know where he got his money from, and we know why he's doing what he because he's puffy. And so I just thought that they could come up with something better to charge him with. If you saying
I
that
mean,
he
I
drug
understand
people,
that. Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
yeah.
Maybe.
If y'all saying he drug people and he had sex with them after they were drugged and they didn't know what they would do, well, that's rape. Excuse the word, but that's what it is. Why haven't you
You got to
charged
say grape, grape, bro.
grape? Okay, that's grape or
Yeah.
whatever it is. That you
We
have to
we
charge. That's what you charge it with. You don't
yeah,
charge him with all this other ridiculous
yeah.
stuff. Like so, I just don't think they're gonna win. I mean, if Diddy, Puffy, Diddy, Sean, whatever you call him, if he has his attorneys on point, this should really be easy for him to win because
I don't know.
he can prove he's not a pimp. He can prove he's not he's legally made his money. He can prove he can prove all of that stuff. You know,
Yeah, I mean, as far as racketeering, I think that's going to be pretty hard for them to prove, like you said. As far as trafficking, they might be able to get them on a technicality of shipping people from flying people out, and so
well,
that's
the thing is, it's a thin line between him flying somebody out and somebody voluntarily going.
very true.
Um, it's just a thin line. Like you're gonna have to get people, you're gonna have to convince a jury of 12 that these people just didn't want to be around Puffy. And
That's true.
I mean, I just don't see it happening.
I mean, I feel like in these situations, what they do is they run their smear campaign. They let you stay out while they run their smear campaign
That's
on you.
basically what I look at it as a smear
You know,
campaign.
and then they lock you up. Now, I'm not saying that he is innocent nor guilty of any of these crimes. These are all alleged crimes at this point. He has not been he has been charged, but he has not been convicted of anything. So with the presumption of guilty until proven with innocent until proven guilty, with that presumption, we are not going to say that he did anything. you know, or that he didn't do anything at this point. We don't know, okay? And all of that will be discovered throughout the day.
I'm just saying what they charged him with was stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I get you. I get you.
Yeah. Now whether he
Yeah.
did it or not, that's another story.
Yeah.
But
So we had to talk.
what they accusing him of
Yes. We had to talk about
is
that. It's
pretty
one
silly.
and I want to send a special heartwarming shout out or uh send my condolences and send my well wishes to those people that has been affected by the bombings in Lebanon as well. There are quite a few bombings in Lebanon, and we want to send our best wishes out to those people that has been affected by, those acts of terror. I would say. I mean, random phones and all kinds of stuff blowing up. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
My thing
So
is, they said Israel had something to do with it, the people from over there.
yes,
And if that's what they doing, then I don't understand why someone isn't going to jail. Or why, someone isn't like because you randomly put bombs in a cell phone box and send it to people randomly. You kill kids, you killed all type of people. It has to be repercussions for this. Because what's to say that when people get mad at America, send over the bomby cell phone.
okay, yeah, but we're gonna get back to the game here because we are live here on Everyday Parlay. Thank you guys for tuning into our halftime show about what's going on in the world. Thank you guys. All right, so right now you have plays, 18 plays for 11 the New England Patriots, excuse me, 18 plays, 11 pass yards, 40 total yards. Okay, they had 4 first downs and the time of possession is 9:17. Okay. Right now, the New York Jets have 39 total plays, 164 pass yards, 252 total yards, 17 first downs, and a possession time of 20 minutes and 43 seconds. I mean, if that ain't dominant, I don't know what is.
Yeah, Mayo's a first time coach, and so he's going up against a quarterback at least who seems to be worth it. To be honest, I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked in rare form tonight,
Yeah.
so he looks like the Aaron Rodgers of old.
I mean, you can't really knock it. Can't
So
really knock them.
I think that I mean, Mayo and the
First and
Patriots just ran
10.
into a buzzsaw.
Ball is handoff to Ramondre Stevenson, who is clobbered in the backfield. Oh, man. Clobbered in the backfield. And that's Williams on the tackle, as well as McDonald. I mean, this Jets defensive line has played very great. Like, they've played exceptional tonight. I mean, they have. And Ramondre Stevenson has not been able to do anything. So I don't know what they're going to continue to do. It's a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 29-yard line, drops back to pass, and that pass is complete to Polk, and that's going to be a 3rd down and about 4. Sauce Gardner on the coverage. I mean, really good pass, really good catch. Polk's a pretty big receiver, and so when you got a guy like that,
What you think about Sauce Gardner so far in this game?
Uh, they really ain't thrown at him a whole lot. So I mean, I didn't expect him to. It's a 3rd and 4. Ball on the 36-yard line. Oh man, Brissett gets rushed. Brissett throws it under. That's a defensive play. Read on the pass deflection. It looks like Brissett is shaking up on the play. They help him on
Uh-oh.
the ground, but he'll
Drake
be okay.
May?
Nah, he'll be okay.
Drake? Drake? We about to get Drake in the game.
Right? I mean, I'm gonna be real. The edge rushers gave him no time. The blitz up the middle has just been getting pressure every single time. I
Well,
mean, I
Brissett
didn't.
always getting hurt. He always getting hurt. He
I could,
got hurt last year with us.
but even though he got hurt, I would say that when you think about, oh, there's a return on it, and it's a really good return right there. So I'm gonna be real. Oh, is it gonna be a flag? He threw him down late. Is it gonna be a flag? No flag on the play. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing Brissett can do. The offensive line ain't blocking, bro. I don't care who you are. The offensive line got to block. You know,
I agree.
you know. This looks like a new regime for the Jets. Though. What do you think?
I do think this looks like a new regime. I think it took them a couple weeks to settle in. I think they're really dangerous. When you think, look at the way Aaron Rodgers is playing. I think they are sleepers in that AFC East. You know, coming out the AFC, they have to be reckoned with. Seeing the way he looks.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that wholeheartedly right there. I mean, you gotta think that there's an issue. You know, you gotta think that they're one of those teams that nobody really was talking about before the year because they didn't know what Aaron Rodgers was going to do. But now that you see him out there and you see them operating that offense, you think that they maybe have a chance. And the Penguin premieres tonight at 9 p.m. Premiere tonight at 9 p.m. for those that is into the Batman series. You know, we're gonna give y'all all the different little nicks and knacks. You know, the Penguin series does look really good, so go check it out. You know I will. Probably later on tonight. So, Ro,
Yeah.
question: if you are the New England Patriots, right? You haven't been able to move the ball. You've been getting you literally been getting trounced on the defensive side. How do you stop the bleeding?
Run the ball. Run the ball. The Jets have a problem with defending the run. So just really running the ball.
I mean, I
Running the
don't know,
ball.
man, because they've looked really run hungry today. I will say that it looked like they
Okay.
with the anticipation to run the stop the
But
run. I
real
will
quick before the
go
game
ahead.
start, do we got anything on this drive? Are we betting on this drive?
Points,
We betting
points.
points that they gonna
Yeah,
score? They didn't
yes,
score last time though.
they missed the field goal that they was in field goal range for, and they ran out of time. It's not like they couldn't have scored if they had more time. If they had more time, they probably would have scored a touchdown.
I don't know.
I mean, that's how I feel. But go ahead, go ahead.
Come on, we gonna bet no. We gonna you don't want to see what both teams do in the first one and then say, okay, both teams
Yeah,
look
we can
like
do
this.
that. We can do that.
All
But
right.
I'm saying my what I'm saying is that my opinion right now is points. Hand off to Brees Hall. Brees Hall does get stopped after like a gain of one. McMillan on the tackle. It's gonna be a second down. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked too comfortable out there, bro, for me to think that they could stop him.
Right.
Most touchdown passes in history. Tom Brady is number one with 649. Drew Brees is number two, 571. Peyton Manning, number three, 539. Brett Favre, number four, and he has 508. And then you have Aaron Rodgers that has 479. So he's right behind those guys. 2 or 3 more years, he might actually get that.
Absolutely.
I mean, he had 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, he ducks the sack. Aaron Rodgers runs. This is going to break your what's the name right here?
Oh my
Aaron Rodgers.
goodness.
Aaron Rodgers runs for a first down. That's going to be about a gain of 7.
Dang. All right. Well, that one, my parlay is broken. Thanks to Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers running. Well,
yeah. I would have stayed away from that because Aaron Rodgers he did get taken down pretty heavy at the end of that at the end of that run, and and White kind of went for his leg, and the Jets did not like that. To say the least. The Jets did not like that. That torn Achilles, man. First and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. It's a handoff to Brees Hall. Brees Hall gets about a gain of 3 up close to the 49-yard line. Depends on the spot of the ball, though, of course. It is 12 minutes left in its third quarter. Aaron Rodgers has been carving them up. I mean, looking safeties off. He's been, I mean, focused in on the, like, I mean, he's been really dynamic. I'm not going to hold you. This is I'm not gonna say the best I've seen Aaron Rodgers look, but I would say for coming back, he's definitely gonna win comeback player of the year if he plays like this the rest of the season.
I agree. I agree.
Aaron Rodgers 15 for 20, 170 yards and a touchdown. Second and six, ball on the 50-yard line. And it's a handoff to Allen. Allen gets about a gain of 9. Oh, excuse me. I said a gain of 9. Gets about a gain of 5, close to the first down. It's about 9 yards on these plays right here on these first two downs. So you're getting a 3rd and 1. And honestly, I need Garrett Wilson to catch the ball. Come
Right.
on, Garrett. Come on, Garrett. I think I got 4.5 though. No, I caught him 5. All right. Aaron Rodgers rolls out. Aaron Rodgers throws the ball. It's a catch. It is Ruckert, and that's gonna be a first down.
Oh my goodness.
I told you, man. I don't think they can stop Aaron Rodgers, man. Like they like you know how when we were playing the Buccaneers, we just couldn't get them down. We couldn't get the quarterback down. And when you can't get the quarterback down, like Aaron Rodgers is spacing and man, arm is still, I mean, that's on the money, like on the run. This is classic Aaron Rodgers right here. 1st and 10, 10 minutes left in the third quarter. It looks like it's a flag on the play. And I think that might be a delay of game, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Rogers is in red form. Rogers is most definitely in red form.
What the hell just happened? I don't know if that was a delay of game or that was some official stuff going on.
That's a timeout by the Jets.
Did they call a timeout?
Yep, they used their first timeout.
I mean, I don't know, man. If you got to
Yeah,
stop,
man. Right now, this is a 5-play, 25-yard drive, 3:32 left off the clock. Um, so what we gonna do with the next drive for the Patriots? What we got on them?
man, I don't know if they can get the ball down the field, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It might be another punt. Maybe they go for it though. Maybe they get a little desperate now, but I don't know, bro. I would not bet on points. That's the one thing I probably wouldn't bet on.
All right, so we gonna go. What we gonna go punt?
I would go punt. Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't see how they can move the ball, man. They ain't been able to move the ball all game.
All right,
And even
bet
even
is
when
in.
they have moved the ball, it's not like they've been getting several first downs. They get one first down and then that's it.
Bet is in. Bet is in.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 38-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, play action. Aaron Rodgers got time. Aaron Rodgers gets the ball out to Allen. Allen does catch it. It is about a gain of 7. Yeah, 3rd and 3. That's what it's gonna be. I mean, it's so hard to get Aaron Rodgers down to the ground, man. The current drive is 7 plays, 4 minutes and 39 seconds, and counting with 32 yards. I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been in 3rd and short all game. This is what a offensive coordinator, if you do get on 3rd down, you want 3rd and short, to be honest. And
I
they've been
agree.
there all game. Aaron
I
Rodgers
agree.
shotgun set. Aaron Rodgers looks. Aaron Rodgers breaks out. Aaron Rodgers on the run. Aaron Rodgers tosses it. Aaron Rodgers, it's a catch by Conklin, who is wide open. That is going to be a first down.
Terrible.
I mean, this is why I said points.
I
This is
mean,
why I
yeah,
said
that's
points.
good for us.
Yeah. This is why I said points. I mean, like, and I will say this: Aaron Rodgers ain't getting like it's not a lot of pressure on him, but when there is pressure on him, he just makes one move, and now he's 3 yards away from you and scrambling out, looking downfield to complete a pass. I mean, it's very hard for you to not say that this guy is still at an elite level, and it looks like the play clock expired. It looks like it's gonna be a flag.
Mm. Delay. Right now, this drive is 8 plays, 50
Oh,
yards.
the Jets
No,
used their second
timeout.
time.
They used the second timeout. What are they doing? What are they doing?
They trying to put the game away right here.
Right now, for the line, 17 and a half. The line has ballooned to 17 and a half. Who you got on the line? Would you take the plus 17 and a half for the Patriots? You taking that?
No,
The
no, bruh. Stay. I would say stay away from everything Patriots right now.
total
You know,
over under
you know how the
is
stock market. You know how the stock market go, and everybody be like, sell, sell, sell. This is the fire sale right now. I
sell
am
everything
selling.
Patriots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm selling everything New York Patriots. I mean, everything New York Patriots, everything New England Patriots, bruh. I don't. I mean,
So
I
we
had
just
some.
betting against them for the rest of the night.
I had belief. I had belief in them.
Oh,
Not
good
just betting
throw,
against.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I'm not just betting. I'm not just betting against them. No, what I'm saying is that realistically, they have not. They haven't done anything that showed me that they're going to be able to move the ball, to score points, to even get to the point of kicking a field goal. They got to put together a good drive, and I just haven't seen them do it. Ramondre Stevenson, you would expect them to throw him the ball out of the backfield at this point a little bit, not to just keep running with him because they haven't been successful with the run. I mean, realistically, I think he had one good run throughout this whole game, which makes his numbers look more inflated than what they are. I mean, he's 5 rushes, 19 yards, but he had a good run, so he was really like 4 rushes, let's say, uh, 10 yards. You know what I mean?
So that means that it's sailed against the Patriots. That's basically what you're saying. You got to bet
Yeah.
against either you betting against them or you betting with them.
No,
You
I'm
saying
definitely.
sail everything, but you don't want to
Yeah.
bet against them.
Yeah, I am saying sell everything. I'm saying that I believe that the Jets will be able to continue to score if they want to. Uh, I do not think that they will stop them in any kind of way. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if the Patriots will be able to stop the bleeding at some point. But right now, I'm selling everything Patriots. I don't think they're going to be able to score.
Right. So if it's sell Patriots, we got to sell the Patriots. We got to bet
Yeah,
against them.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're
So
going to be
every
able.
drive we bet that they don't get that they punt, and then every drive we bet that the other team score
I,
against them.
I'm not going. I'm not going to commit to that because I could be wrong. Right? They can come out here and score, and then they got some life. So right now, I wouldn't bet that they're going to score, and that's a catch for Brees Hall, and the ball's going to get down to the 10-yard line.
He better not miss this field goal.
I swear, I swear. But no, you said you didn't want to bet this joint, right?
No, we bet. We bet this
Oh,
drive.
okay.
Yeah. No, we didn't bet the last drive, which it turned out to be good.
Yeah. And that's a catch for Garrett Wilson. That's what I'm talking about. Garrett Wilson has the first down. He is down to the 2 yard line. He is a bit upset that he didn't get the touchdown. But I'm happy with that because guess what? He can go right back to you and you can get you another catch and you can help my goddamn ticket, Garrett Wilson.
Right. Win some of this money back
Yeah,
that
because right
Aaron
now,
Rodgers wanted to get by scrambling twice.
I mean, it's a
I'm just
first
saying.
and goal ball on the 2 yard line. They probably gonna hand the ball off here though. Oh no, they throw the ball and it's to Wilson. It's a catch. It's a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I needed right there.
Did you have Wilson on the any time?
No, I did not have him for a touchdown today.
But you had him for a catch, for some
Yes,
catches. So how many
yes.
he got?
He got 4.
So he needs 6.
He need 2 more. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. And I'm confident that over these next 20 something minutes in this game, they are going to go back to Garrett Wilson at some point. Yeah, he got. I mean, that's crazy. Zerline makes the extra point, and the Jets go up 21-3. Now,
This,
this is why I was saying. This is the only reason I was saying I didn't want to bet against the Patriots right here, but I did. But I don't think they're going to score because if they're going to do anything, it's got to be this drive. Because next drive is the drive where this drive they got their foot on your neck. You know what I mean? They are
right.
literally foot on the neck. They ain't killed you yet though. Technically, you still, if you want to be
You got a
completely,
little bit of life in your breath. You got
you
2
got some
bullet
life.
holes in you though.
Yeah, you losing, but you
You
got some breath.
squirming.
Especially
You, you-
especially if you can go out there right now and go score a touchdown.
you need some
Okay,
oxygen. You sucking air right now. You sucking
exactly.
air right now.
The oxygen that they need is that touchdown.
The
If they
spread
don't,
has ballooned. The spread has ballooned to 18 and a half, ladies and gentlemen.
oh man, you
18.
might.
You can get the Patriots at 18 and a half right now.
I'm not getting the Patriots at all or anything. I'm, I'm going. I'm going Jets.
You can get the pay. So
If anything, if I'm making any bet on that, I'm betting against the Patriots. I'm betting that the Jets are go keep that go max out that 18 and a half, basically. One more touchdown.
that was the third possession, right? That was
Yeah.
definitely the third possession.
One more touchdown, right? One more touchdown. The game is over
The
for the
game is over
for the
now.
no,
The
no, no. Like I no, bro. Like we said,
game is over now.
not over yet. This drive right here because it's
The
eight.
way Aaron Rodgers is playing,
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's 8 minutes left in the game, right? I mean, eight minutes left in the quarter. This is the third quarter. There is over 20 minutes of time left in this game. Okay, 20 minutes of time. That is more than enough time for you to get on the field 3 or 4 times to score those touchdowns that you may need to get back in the game. Do I think they gonna do it? No. But if they're going to do it, this is the time that they're going to do it. Because if they don't score here, the team is going to quit.
the
You get what
team
I'm
already
saying?
quit.
You think they already quit? I
I
don't think
think
they
so.
already quit. I don't think they already quit. I think that if they don't score here, though, they quit. They quit. Everybody quits. The offense. I mean, I feel like the defensive line has just dominated so much. I mean, they got 3 points and 46 total yards, bro. I've never seen a defense this dominant, probably ever, in a game. 46 yards. This is the middle. This is the last portion of this is 1/3 of the third quarter left, basically.
I agree.
Drake May is warming up.
Oh my goodness. They gonna add injury to insult.
Drake May is warming up. That's why I said they're gonna quit after this draft. Gerard Mayo, first top 10 pick since 20. I mean, he's the this is the first top 10 pick
I
since
think it's
20.
gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be past bad, bro. I think this is gonna be terrible. I think they are going to the Jets are going to set out
Okay,
to
what's
embarrass
that?
that young
He
man.
throws it, poke, he gets the catch, and they get across the 50-yard line
Oh
already.
wow. Wow. Wow.
That's why I say this was the dangerous bet because if they got anything left in them, they gonna throw it out here. And I mean, Brissett, good release on the ball. He getting hit while he threw. I mean, the offensive line just still hasn't blocked anything. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Like, no
What
matter who
happened to
goes
Drake
out there
May
at
coming in the
quarterback,
game? That was
huh?
Brissett. That was
That was
Brissett.
Brissett. Yeah. I said Drake May is warming up, meaning after this drive, like I've been said, if it's nothing, then guess what? It's nothing. Austin Hooper on the catch. Austin Hooper gets the first down and more. Austin Hooper down to the 29-yard line. They are in field goal range.
Wow.
2 plays. This is
Wow.
why I said what I said. I'm selling the Patriots, but I do not know about this next drive. Now,
Wow.
Drake may put the earpiece back in, and he's not warming up as much. See, that's why I said if they got anything left, it's going to happen here. First and 10 ball on the 29-yard line. I'm hoping for a sack, though. And there's a blitz, and there's a catch, and that is at the 25-yard line.
Well, we bet this is the third drive here, right?
Yeah.
We bet the punt. You do realize that, right?
I know. I know. We need a sack. He goes deep. It's a 3rd and 4.
Yep. Looks like they're gonna score.
No, no, no. They might kick a field goal. It might be turnover on downs, which still ain't a punt, though.
Oh yeah, they might have to go for it, which would mean, yeah, that's true.
It still ain't a punt, though. We still lose.
It's
Unless
still
it's a
not a
sack.
punt. Yep. You're right.
Unless it's a sack. We need a sack. 3rd down conversions. The Patriots are 1 for 5. The Jets are 7 for 9. 3rd and 4. Ball on the 26-yard line. If we can get a sack, and we won't get that sack, he got good protection. He throws the ball over the middle. It's an incomplete pass. There, it's a flag on the play, though.
Hopefully it's holding.
No, it's not holding it. It's definitely pass interference, probably. It's
Oh
in the
my goodness.
secondary. Oh,
Well,
there's also a flag in the offensive backfield.
okay. Saved. Saved by the bell.
Might be an offsetting penalty. They might have to run it back. 2 fouls on the play, one each team. Holding, offense, pass interference, defense. Number 30. See, if listen, and that holding would have been perfect for us
Yep.
because the holder would have just moved it back 10 yards
Yep. And put them in punting range.
and put him in punting range. Exactly. And it's a holding on the center. Andrews. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have probably held in that situation too. He got bulldozed. I don't know how that's a pass interference, though. I don't know how that's a pass interference. 3rd and 4 ball on the 26-yard line again. And Jacoby Brissett is back. There's another holding right there. That's a holding penalty, but the pass is complete. But that's a holding penalty, so it's going to go back 10 yards. It's going to go back 10 yards.
We might get twerk this punt out of
Oh,
them
wow.
anyway.
Yeah, we might can get the punt. We might can get the punt. Because they on the 36 now. If they get sacked again, that's going to put them back at the 40-something. And if they get another holding penalty, which they might end up getting, you know what I mean? If they get another holding penalty, yeah, I knew that was a holding right there, though.
They might do need to put Drake May in because Jacoby Brissett is not good right now.
I mean,
This
the
wasn't a
offensive
good game for him.
I can't block though, bro.
And
They
I
can,
don't know if it's just the blocking though. I think the play calling isn't the greatest.
yeah, that's true.
Um, I just think it's a lot going on with them that maybe they should try Drake
Four-man
May.
rush, Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett gets sacked. Oh, no, he's down. It's a flag on the play. Yes, we get it. It looks like they're gonna have to punt. It
Oh my
looks like
goodness,
they're gonna have to
that is
punt.
amazing. Y'all live here on
Hey, Jacoby Brissett. It looks shaking up on the play.
Everyday Parlay.
Jacoby Brissett shaking up on the play. They're not. It's not going to be a. It's not going to be a roughing the passer. It's a holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Oh my goodness.
Result of the play, 4th down.
Oh my goodness. They got a putt. They got a putt. They got a punt. We
Do they
squeezed
call it?
that one
I'm
out.
saying, hold up. Do they call it an incomplete pass? It looked like a what's the name? A
A
sack.
catch.
No, he gets the ball out. He gets the ball out. So they might get a field
Oh,
goal.
they gonna
Oh,
try
down by contact. We did get the sack. We did get the
that.
sack.
They got a
Yes.
punt.
Yes.
They got a punt.
They got a
Everyday
punt.
parlay. 1-1, baby. One and
Fourth
one.
and 26. Fourth and 26, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fourth punt of the night. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said what I said. Remember, that's why I said I was scared about that drive, though. That's
Yeah.
exactly why. I called it to the T. If y'all was with us, man, I called it to the T. Look, this is a scurry drive. And that's exactly what it was. It was a scurry drive. Burns, you're on the punt. Boom. And that seals the
Yeah.
deal right there. That's a win.
That's a win.
Uh, Ball received at the 9 yard line. Gibson gets up to about the 12. It's about a 3 yard return. Aaron Rodgers coming on there to now take the rest of the win out that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is coming out there to now slit the throats, uh, figuratively speaking. I don't like saying that like in that term, but that's what it is. This is the ending shot for you guys if you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? I know this is sports talk radio, and we got mantras in sports talk that we don't want to confuse anything else. But this is the inform, man. This is the inform.
Yeah, man. This has been big. Jacoby Brissett down. Yeah, he was down. His knee hit. His knee hit. Big win. Big win for the guys here on Everyday Parlay, man. Big
Yes,
win.
sir.
Big win.
Yes,
Big
sir.
win. Big
Yes,
win.
great win. A great win. When I mean a great win, I mean an absolute great win, man.
It
That's
looked bleak. It looked
yeah,
Memphis bleak, but that's a win. It looked Memphis bleak, but that's a win.
definitely. Like crazy. It ended up being fourth. We needed a 16 yards and losses to get the
Yep,
win,
and it happened.
and it happened.
That's a bad beat for the people who bet the other way.
Yes, yes, yeah. Because if I bet the other way, if I bet on points, I would have been hurt. I would have been hurt. What
Yeah.
do you mean? What do you mean? Is multiple holding penalties? Because think about it, they had a pass interference that they could have got, but it was a holding on that same penalty. So that still made the play go over. Then they got another hold on that next penalty, and then they got a sack on the play after that. Like I said, you got to sell everything Patriots right now, man.
Yeah. It's just not going their way right now.
No, I need Garrett Wilson right here to get them 2 catches because they're gonna run the ball off. Of course,
Yeah, it's not
Aaron
it's not
Rodgers
going right.
is 5 for 5 on the run with a touchdown and 62 yards.
Man, him and Kirk Cousins this week. This was their Avengers week, right?
The old week, yeah, the week of the old man, the
Yeah,
week of
the
the old
Achilles.
man,
The Achilles week. The
the
Achilles
Achilles
week.
week.
Week of the Achilles. They got back.
So the Jets last 5 possessions: punt, touchdown, touchdown, missed field goal, touchdown.
Mm. They've had one punt in this game. So punt is not even a good bet right now with them.
No,
Touchdown or scoring is a good bet because they've gotten the opportunity to score on each and every time, basically. They
yes.
haven't been stopped. It's 21-3.
Well, they punted one time in the beginning of the game, and since then they just been on all cylinders basically in scoring position every time. And the only reason they even missed that field goal is because they ran out of time. That's the end of the half field goal type of situation. So
Okay. So what do we have for the fifth drive, which is the Patriots' next drive? And then what do
I,
we have for this drive? Do we have anything for this?
I would stay away from that drive
Okay.
because
The
I
pick
don't know. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Drake May might end up coming out and playing, and you know how people come out and get that
Right.
first.
So we're gonna stay away from everything right now. We're just gonna see
Yeah,
how this plays out.
yeah,
All right. Okay.
yeah. Maybe if they got a one or two reception on this drive type of thing, you might could throw that type of live better. But as far as the scoring of it, I would stay away right now because one, the Patriots, regardless if they didn't score right there in that last drive, that was a very progressive drive for them. They got some momentum back, regardless of what you say. You know, they fighting back. You get it?
They are doing that. I
They
must admit,
fighting back.
they're
This
doing
is
that.
third and two. It's a third and two ball on the 22-yard line. Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass. Aaron Rodgers look like he's going to run again. Nope. Aaron Rodgers directs. Aaron Rodgers finds his tight end, Conklin. I mean, this is bad. Like Aaron Rodgers is looking like like early 2000s Aaron Rodgers. It's a flag on the play though. That one's probably coming back. Two flags. One at the line of scrimmage.
I do agree about Rodgers. Rodgers is real impressive today.
I mean, he's pointing out the receivers. Rodgers took a hit. They probably I don't know if they're gonna get him on. They can't really get him on roughing the passer right there because it was only one step. It was kind of late, but it was only one step. They shouldn't get him on roughing the passer. If they do, that's an Aaron Rodgers thing. You know what I mean? Oh my God, Vegas! There is no foul for illegal man downfield, which there probably was a penalty for. There is a roughing the passer foul on Uche because Uche Jalike gave him a little hit. That wasn't. Come on, bruh. That's a frustration penalty right there. But I don't really feel like that was a penalty. That was BS, man. He just tapped him a little bit. He ain't even, like wrap him, shoulder him, or I mean, like he ain't dig in and really try to blow him up. He just hit him. You know what I mean? That's football, man. He's scrambling on the outside too. It's not like,
I agree. I agree. I would have knocked him out though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some people would have blew him up. You know what I mean? He ain't blow him up. And it's a play action pass, and it's back to Conklin, man. And that's been his favorite target all game. Conklin is just dominating this game. He looked like Isaiah Likely. I mean, they're taking away a lot of, from what they're saying on the broadcast, they're taking a lot of the shots away downfield because they're playing deep. They're not going to allow Aaron Rodgers just light them up deep, I guess. You have to beat us underneath. And it's second and one.
But that's what he's doing. I would rather him try him deep.
And that's a handoff, and that's a first down. Yeah, that's what I said. They haven't been able to stop him at all. That's Davis on the carry. Harlan Allen back in. They're gonna have that two running back set. I mean, they look great, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Aaron Rodgers, 24 for 29, 250, and two touchdowns. Woo! Two tutties. And he looked like he about to score here again.
But that's the stupidest thing though. I mean when coaches who have said that, that's stupid.
It's
I'm not gonna let him beat us deep. Well, so what you gonna let him beat you short?
incomplete pass on the play. There is a flag on the play as well.
That's it. You gonna let him beat you short?
It it looks like it might be holding on Simpson. After the play was over. Unnecessary roughness. That's a 15-yard on Simpson. Making dumb plays. Making dumb plays. Shocked and a fool on the field. After the play was over, your man got the ball out his hands. He pushed your man down, and then he run and bulldoze him on the ground. Like, no, bro, no, bro. The play was over. The quarterback released the ball out of his hands. It's the 2nd and 25 now because of you, and that pushed him out of field goal range. So I guess it's a good thing we didn't bet on this for points because he
That's
got to
why I
get all this
said that.
back. He got to get all this back, and it's a sack of Aaron Rodgers. Uche. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. Oh, Morgan Moses is down and he is wincing in pain.
They can't afford to lose Moses because there ain't a lot of tackles out there.
Yeah, he's wincing in pain. He looks like he's in a lot of pain. And that's a
Moses,
big guy.
Morgan Moses get hurt every game though. That's
Nah.
like when he was here, he used to get hurt every game and come back and come back every game.
Oh, nah, they rolled on his ankle.
Right, and I ain't saying he ain't hurt now. I bet you he come back though.
No, I'm saying both Aaron Rodgers and the Uche who sacked Aaron Rodgers rolled on his ankle. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's broken, but I mean, you got at least close to 400 pounds. You get more than 400 pounds. You got more than 400 pounds, closer to 500 pounds rolling on your ankle from behind. That ain't necessarily his fault, I would say.
I ain't saying it's his fault, but he do get hurt every other game. Every game. I'm just saying somehow, some way he getting hurt. He
Yeah,
always
that pushed them out of points range though. They're not gonna be able to. I mean, it's gonna be a 3rd and 25. Aaron Rodgers might try to. I mean, it's gonna be a 3rd and 30 something basically because it was 25. It was a 2nd and 25. Now he just got sacked. So it's got to be close to a 3rd and 30. They're going to try to like either run the ball and get some of that yardage back, or maybe Aaron Rodgers. He can't get a Hail Mary, man. He might take a shot. What do you think he does here?
um screenplay.
Yeah, that's
Screenplay to Bryce Hall.
you can give it to Garrett Wilson. I'd appreciate that to go into Garrett Wilson because I need him to have 2 more catches.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Shout out to everybody out there listening, man. It's everyday parlay. Getting it in. Jets, Patriots. Monday. No, Thursday night. It's a Thursday night, all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thursday night football.
Jacoby Brissett is 11 of 16 with 90 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
His percentage is always good, but he just don't know how to win.
Yeah, so I mean, Morgan Moses gets up and limps off field. He is not carded, so I guess that's a good sign right there. Maybe it's just a little small injury, and but Olu Fashanu, oh man, we get a chance to see the rookie Fashanu.
Okay.
Remember for Penn State?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I think he was overly hyped, but that's why he ain't starting. They must have felt like he was overly hyped too, like I felt like.
nah, I probably going to develop him 1 year.
Well, he better develop now because he out there.
Yeah, he got to be the right tackle.
Yeah, he out there. It's time.
I
No more
mean,
playing.
the Jets, the Jets then dominated this game. It's not even close, And that was the Patriots' chance to get back into this game. That last drive, and what did they do?
They squandered it
Penalty,
as usual.
penalty, sack.
Squandered as usual. That's the Patriots way right now. Squandered
Aaron Rodgers is 24 for 30, 250 yards,
as
2 touchdowns.
usual.
Brees Hall, 13 carries, 48 yards, a touchdown. Braylon Allen, 9 carries, 49 yards, Then you got Tyler Conklin has 5 receptions, 93 yards with 6 targets. Garrett Wilson, 7 targets, 4 catches, 25 yards. This is why I bet with him with the catches and not the yards, and he got the targets, but he don't got the catches. Ah, me personally. And then you have Alan Lazard, 3 catches, a touchdown,
Look,
and
Morgan Moses limping off. He limping off under his own power.
yes, sir. Brees Hall, 4 receptions, 29 yards on 5 targets. You have Mike Williams, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 16 yards. Jeremy Rucker, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 15 yards. Braylon Allen, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 13 yards. And we'll run over to the Patriots real quick. Ramondre Stevenson, 5 carries, 19 yards. That blew my ticket. Demario Douglas, 4 catches, 41 yards, 5 targets. That's the high on that team. And then you have Jalen Polk, 2 receptions, 13 yards, and he has 2 targets. Everybody else has 2 targets. Jalen Polk has two. Hunter Henry has 2 receptions. Antonio Gibson has 2 receptions, but neither one of them are over 10 yards. Uh, you got Joshua Uche, he has a sack, and Dedrick Wise has a sack. But that's been it on the Patriots. On the Jets, however, um, you have Chuck Clark with a sack and Quentin Williams with a sack. Then you have Will McDonald with a sack and a half and Michael Clemens with a half a sack. So, I mean, when you think about 4 sacks compared to the 2 sacks, I mean, even that, they've dominated at every phase. They just haven't gotten a takeaway, excuse me. Start of the fourth quarter. The Jets have a 3rd and 33, ball on the 46-yard line. It is a quick pass, and that is to Gibson. Not Antonio, but they're going to go punt. They're going to punt. I mean, that's what you do when you botch an opportunity, man. And penalties will kill you. That's what killed that drive, the penalties. I mean, Aaron Rodgers looks pretty comfortable, though, in this situation. Aaron Rodgers was voted most unliked player in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was voted the most, and there's a return, and he just gets, it's getting chippy. It's getting chippy. It's getting chippy. His flag's on the play now. Let's see what's going to happen. And Michael Saylor is not happy about that situation. Morgan Moses is walking to the locker room. Looks to be walking a little bit better. And that flag is unnecessary roughness
That
on
man coming back. I'm trying to tell you.
who, Morgan Moses.
Yep. He coming back in the game. He coming back in the game.
Oh, oh man, they caught him for unnecessary roughness. Charles slapped the dude at the end of the returning. He slaps the dude, and that's why Robert Saylor was so mad. The Jets have 8 penalties for 106 yards, and the Patriots have 5 penalties for 70 yards. A
They have
hundred
over 100 yards in penalties.
crazy. It's
Sloppy.
crazy. 170 yards in penalties is crazy.
And they still only have 3 points. And the Patriots still only have 3 points.
The Patriots offense averaged 18 points a game, 177 rushing yards, 122 passing yards, and they got 3 points right now. This is not Patriot football. Hand the ball off to Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson gets about a good gain, about a good 6. Oh, it looks like a fumble, and there is the Jets ball. Ramondre Stevenson fumbles. Clark on the recovery. It is not the Patriots' night. It is not.
Yeah, it's not at all. The line right now has balloon. It's still at 17 and a half. The over under is down to 31 and a half.
It is clear that Clark stripped the ball from Stevenson, just ripped it out his hands. Just ripped it out his hands. Yes, bruh. That is a definitely a fumble. It is definitely Jets ball. Definitely Jets ball. First and 10 ball on the
The
30.
line is now 20. Are you taking the Patriots with the 20 and a half?
No. The Jets, this is just a continuation of their last drive that they botched. That's what this is.
20 and a half right now. And the Patriots are plus for the 20 and a half. They are plus.
You said they plus for 20 and a half.
Yes, they the plus. Oh no, they the minus 21 and a half now. They the minus. They
Okay.
minus 130.
Second and 6, balls hand off. And that's Davis.
21 and a half right now. Jets with the ball, right?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
It's a third down though. They look like they're taking their foot off the gas.
I don't know why. Like you said, Drake May coming in. He
Third
got
and
a whole
7.
quarter.
Third
Don't
and
make him
7.
make a legend out you.
Nah, that's not happening. The Jets defense is playing too good. It's a toss up. Oh, Mike Williams with an amazing grab. Oh man, that's a good catch. And Mike Williams just went over. If you bet on Mike Williams, he went over. He had 2.5 receptions. This was his first game, so I chose not to bet on him. Normally, like next week, I probably will be betting on him because it looks like he's back. He's going to get some playing time. Unlike he got in that first week. And I mean, this was just a fade route from Aaron Rodgers. He just puts it up there, 50-50 ball, give it to my guy. Let's see if my guy can get it. And more than likely, I know Aaron Rodgers. He's going to go back to him if it's available. And he was looking at him, looking right for him. Aaron Rodgers is going to take off and run and slide. Gains about 3.
I'm not betting against him on the run no more. I tell you that much. Right now, the Jets is on a 3-play, 21-yard drive. They are down at the New England 16.
And the offensive coordinator for the Jets looked pretty upset with that last play. Uh, 11 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 8. This looks like a handoff. Allen Lazard in motion. They hand off to Allen. Allen bulldozes for about a game. Let's say 6. Looks like it's about a 3rd and 2. Injury update. Morgan Moses' left knee is questionable for return.
Yeah, they up. They up. I guarantee you though, if they wasn't up, he would come right on back.
Looks like you have an injured player on the field for the New England Patriots. You said they up to, yeah, man, he not coming back, bro. You are up 21-3. Well, there's no point in you coming back on the field.
Yeah, he's up now right now. So
Hey, ain't no point in you coming on the field.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Mike Williams mossed him.
Yes.
Moss, yeah, that
Yes.
moss sauce. He put that moss sauce on him.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, he put that moss sauce on him.
When you end up on Sports Center. I
You
mean,
gotta bat the ball down though. That's why, as a defensive back, you gotta just bat the joint down. You can't be trying to. You
The
just got to bet the
upcoming
three down.
schedule for the New York Jets: the 0-2 Denver Broncos is next. Then you have the Minnesota Vikings, who Aaron Rodgers knows very well, and that's a London game. Then you got the Buffalo Bills after that. So they got a couple tough 2-0 teams they got coming up. 3rd and 3. Aaron Rodgers drops back to pass, fade route to Mike Williams. Mike Williams drops it in the end zone. Incomplete pass. He gave him a chance. I told him he's going back to Mike Williams. I know Aaron Rodgers, bruh. I done watched so
He
many Aaron
messed
Rodgers games, bruh.
he messed up somebody ticket with that drop though. I'm gonna tell you.
Probably.
Somebody took the 21. Hey, but they already up by 18. So really that's a what?
All they need is a field goal. It's about to be
Right.
21
And then
minutes.
now you at the 21, but it was 21
Yeah.
and a half. It was 21 and a half, remember?
Okay. They gonna score again. I mean, realistically, they
No,
gonna
I mean
score
they
again.
probably take him out, take Rogers out, put Tyrod Taylor in, and hand the ball off 3 times a punt after this drive. If they score, especially.
No, no. It's a rivalry game, and it looks like Brissett comes back on the field too. So we will not see Drake May tonight.
Why was he over there warming up then?
I don't know.
Who told him to warm up? Who told him to touch a football?
I told you, bro. Look, I'm
They
be real.
probably told him sit down. They said,
I
sit,
know.
boy, if you
He,
don't
I
sit,
know he was over there warming up
boy,
because
close
they
you.
probably said if Jacoby go out there and it looked like it did these first couple of drives, we're gonna put you in the game. And then, like I said, once Jacoby Brissett started driving the ball,
We need
then
to figure out what happened then. Why was this man warming up? Who told him to warm up? Who told him to warm
the
up?
man can't warm up. The man got to stay cold the whole game because he
Yes,
ain't
he
playing.
do. Yes, he do. We need Superman. You know what I'm saying? You go in the phone booth. You go in the phone booth.
I don't
And
know.
then you come out right. That's all you need. 2 throws. We don't need you speculating. They got our fans thinking you about to come in. Sit down somewhere. What's wrong with you, boy?
Yeah.
You better go grab a headset. Listen to the play. Listen to the plays. Listen to the plays. What's wrong with you? I'm just saying. They end up getting a field goal out of it. So now the 21 and a half is at 20 now. No, it's
Yes,
at
sir.
21. It's at 21. Do the Patriots score here and bust the whole ticket up?
You said do the Patriots score here?
Right.
I doubt it. A field goal, baby.
What we got here? Are we going to bet on this?
Um,
They're going to go for it
I
probably
would
on
bet.
fourth. They probably
I
going
would
for
bet.
it on fourth. So it's going to probably be turnover on downs. That's what I think.
I wouldn't bet on it, but if you want to go with that, that's cool. If I had to pick life or death situation, I would probably pick punt. I'm not gonna lie, but I think they have a good potential to score at least a field goal here,
Yeah, we're going to stay
and
away.
because a field goal still makes it interesting where it's a 2 possession game.
Yeah, we're going to stay away from this.
Yeah,
This is terrible.
it is. If
This
they
is
score a
terrible.
touchdown here, though, it's a 2 possession game, 14 points. So if
Right.
they go out there and score fast, they get. I'm not thinking they will, but if they do, then they can make a game of it. Fortunately,
Whose fault
hold on,
is it? Whose fault was this performance tonight for the Patriots? Who deserves the blame?
offensive
If you're a
coordinator,
Patriot fan, who you talking trash to today?
offensive coordinator. I mean, he called a trash. In my opinion, he called a trash game. And then I'm getting on the defensive coordinator. Well, I'm not even going to get on just the defensive coordinator. I'm going to say the defensive line for the Patriots. They didn't get any pass rush for real. They did get 2 sacks, but they didn't get no consistent pass rush. And then when they did get in, they didn't bring them down. This looks like a lot like the the Tampa Bay game, Washington Tampa Bay game, and that pass is completed to Polk, it's going to be an 8 yard, and
Should
her
Jacoby
fault.
Brissett come out of this game?
Not really. I mean, technically it's his fault, but technically it's not really his fault. It's a quick handoff. I like that play right there. That was a good play, and that's Antonio Gibson, and he gets a first down and about a gain of 5. And it's another handoff to Gibson. Gibson gets about a gain of 1.
This is the first Patriots Jets game without Bill Belichick being involved since 1995.
Yes. And Bill Belichick had beaten them in this building 8 straight years, even without Tom Brady.
Mm.
How do you feel as a Jets fan? Oh man, that was a bad pass right there. That was a bad pass, Jacoby Brissett. If you could have got it just up a little bit more. Jacoby Brissett is 12 for 18 with 98 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, 6 rushes, 23 yards. Polk, 2 receptions, 13 yards for Jalen Polk. I mean, this is this is bad. And you really cannot blame the Patriots. You can't just blame Brissett. You gotta blame this offensive coordinator for not calling a good game.
You
I
got to
mean,
blame Brissett too. Brissett is
bruh,
running the show.
yes, he's running the show, bruh, but to be real, he don't have no time. And don't get me wrong, you know what Brissett might need, and this is where I am going to blame Brissett. You got
What?
to switch your protection,
Right.
but even if you switch your protection, you got 6 blockers in. They got 7 rushers.
You
You
got to
don't.
change. It
You
goes
got
to what you just said, but you got to change some other things up at the line too.
exactly. You got to change something at the line of scrimmage. That's where I'm going to blame Brissett at. But I'm not blaming because think about who could put the play in the first place. That see that they keep blitzing them on third down crazy. You know, like that's what I'm saying about the offensive coordinator. It's got to be his fault, something too. Aaron Rodgers came out here and dominated these people. There's no way that Aaron Rodgers sitting down. He gonna play this the rest of this at least another drive. Put up some more points, and then he gonna ride off into the sunset with his victory. If you were Aaron Rodgers, if you were Aaron Rodgers, would you do it or not? Thank you. If you were Aaron Rodgers, would you sit on the sideline? Would you sit out the rest of the game? Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
I would. No, no, my bad. I was on mute. Yeah, I would. I would. I definitely would. Because the game is over. What am I standing for? It's over.
uh, you got records you trying to reach. You trying to be the greatest of all time. Past Aaron Rodgers in the GOAT debate.
This game ain't got nothing to do with whether I'm going to be over or not. I mean, the greatest of all time. It got no bearing on it. Nobody's going to talk about this game when they discuss whether I'm the greatest or not.
You know what I'm saying? Like touchdowns. Reason I'm saying that because he's trying to. I believe he's going after that touchdown record. That's the closest record I think he might be to. So you think you can score another touchdown? You got to be confident you can score another touchdown on the Patriots
I'm
roster.
I'm going to score everything I need to score in the first 3 quarters. I'm going to plan on leaving the game after 3 quarters every game if I'm Aaron Rodgers. Then I know I can play long enough. to reach that touchdown record.
Rookie quarterbacks this season, 196 pass attempts, not one of them have a touchdown pass. Early season trends, touchdown passes 136, field goals made 141. Rushing yards per game through the first 2 weeks are 250 yards a game. Passing yards 387 yards a game. Aaron Rodgers under the helm. Aaron Rodgers looking to pass, and that's Garrett Wilson. I needed that. Yes, sir. Garrett Wilson slammed to the ground by Rodriguez. One more. Come on, Wilson.
One
What?
more, and you done? And you done? You clear the ticket?
No. I still need Ramondre Stevenson to get I believe 2 catches, but I don't know if he gets it. But I'm still voting for Garrett Wilson because they got to throw the ball. That's the thing. They got to throw the ball to the Patriots. So it's a chance that Ramondre Stevenson can get his catches. I'm more or less worried about Garrett Wilson because they got so many weapons over there to go to. It's the 2nd and 2. More than likely, they're going to run the ball.
Is it unfair to put Drake May in the game right now when they down 24-3 and ask him to come back and get a win?
He won't come back and get a win. If I put him in the game, it's just for reps. There's no winning, which is why Mayo probably won't put him in the game.
I would definitely give him the reps, though.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
Drake May, Jacoby Brissett was just over there talking to Drake May. Drake May looked very uninterested in the conversation. I'm gonna just say that. It's the 3rd and 1. 6:50 left on the clock. The Jets are up 24-3. And it's a handoff to Breece Hall, who does get it. Looks like he got it. Looks like he got it to me.
Yeah, he was uninterested because Jacoby Brissett is a loser. You ain't on this loser. You down 24-3. And you over here giving me advice.
That's crazy. You just call that man a loser like that.
His play called him a loser.
Oh man.
I just put the words to it.
1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. I look for this to be a handoff.
He out there getting creamed. No homo.
And it's a handoff to Breece Hall, who I'm pretty sure just passed the over-under for his carries.
Imagine the Patriots fans tomorrow. They got to go to work. What they going to hear tomorrow when they go to work? And them New York Jets fans is waiting for them.
I mean, can you really talk to the Patriots?
Yes.
I don't know, bro. Drake May is warming up again.
This is embarrassing. He just over there just throwing passes. He trying to tell a coach he want to get in without telling the coach.
Hand the ball.
It's like Biden, like when Biden put on the Trump 2024 hat.
Oh man.
He trying to tell us that's who he gonna vote for.
Hey, field goals made last week, 73, highest total of any week in NFL history. And we had our field goal kicker in Washington make 7.
We was the main ones. We was the main ones.
Early season trends, man. It's been more field goals than touchdowns by 5. It's 5 more field goals than touchdowns right now. That just shows you how high of a clip that field goals are being made. It's a 3rd and 6. And it looks like, I don't know if Garrett Wilson underthrown by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, you just wanted to blow my ticket today, didn't you, bro? You just wanted to do it. I mean, that's 8, 9 targets to Garrett Wilson, and a lot of them been errant throws. I mean, this was under, it was behind him. I mean, come on, Aaron Rodgers. I think Wilson could have probably still made the catch, but It wasn't on Wilson at all. He's trying to adjust to make a catch. You know, 4th and 6, and now the Jets are going to have to punt.
Tough eggs. See there? Oh, they go to punt. That was the punt we was looking for.
Nah, they had to punt last time. Drake May entering the game.
Okay.
Drake May.
I knew
Hey,
that.
hey.
They waited too late.
4:24 left in the fourth.
All they
Drake
gonna
May.
do is hand the ball off.
Drake May. And we got it here first. Remember who brought it to you first. Here, live at the Nature Sports Podcast. Drake May has entered the game. You gonna get this drive for me real quick? Gotta
Yeah.
run down.
Drake May in at quarterback for these New England Patriots. Has the new era of New England football started? The new Brady. The new Brady. All right, he's
No,
not the new
no.
Brady. He's not the new Brady, but you know, he's the new May. The new May. May I? No, let's see what he got. Try and give him some hype. You know what I'm saying? Try and give him some hype. Try and give some hype. So he can play good. 4:24 left in the fourth. The Patriots are getting trounced by the New York Jets. In New York, 24-3. Aaron Rodgers have dominated. Patriots have looked bad. So you Patriots fans out there, good luck tomorrow at work. We get it. Division rivalry game. It hurts. We get it. Drake May coming in. I think he's gonna look terrible. If you ask me, I think he's gonna look terrible.
Bro, he's gonna look great in garbage time, bro. It's garbage time.
I'm just saying, if they actually trying to work him out and give him some work, not just handing the ball off, I think he's gonna look terrible.
He's not, because he's gonna go against soft defenses.
That's true.
Thank you.
But even then, I don't think he's gonna do that right. I don't think he's gonna do that right. You know, the coach got tired of him warming up over there. That's why they put him in.
If you don't want it, that's what I'm
I just ate a burger and I was ate my broccoli.
You know,
I'm not even home.
the coach,
Yeah, because I'm gonna eat that one probably in a little bit.
the coach got mad, in my opinion. You know, shout out to everybody out there listening. This is Everyday Parlay.
You
are
think the coach got mad?
Yeah.
So you think Mayo is mad at Brissett? You think that's the end of Brissett?
It should be. There's no future there. So either you get rid of Brissett and bring in another veteran, or you play Drake May. There's no future there. We can clearly see that.
I just feel like the offensive line was kind of outmatched in this game. Third and 3, Drake May. Oh, Drake May gets blown up on the 3rd and 3.
Exactly. They will be punting. They will be punting. For it. Oh, they going for it. Lord have mercy. I guess they trying to get some excitement with May. I don't know if he's gonna get it.
4th and 2. Hand off to Gibson. Gibson gets it.
Big run for Gibson.
Gibson gets it.
Good run for Gibson.
Where's Gibson been at the whole game though?
I don't know. It worked like he worked last game. He looked real good last game.
Yeah, almost 100 yards.
So Patriots fans, get on the coordinator, the offensive coordinator.
That's why I said it's the offensive coordinator. You really can't just blame Brissett. Brissett is probably taking his last snap this year.
I don't know though. I think they're gonna put him back in. To be honest, I'm just we playing with him, but I really think they're gonna put him back in. And if they don't, their season is over. Their season over with him, but it's really over with May in there. It's super over.
I mean, I
They
don't know.
become the Carolina Panthers.
I think Drake May is as bad as Bryce Young.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
Bryce Young is terrible. Drake May back to pass. He is sacked. What did I say? What did I say? He's terrible, man. Terrible. That was on the 4th down. Oh no, that was on the 3rd down. Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible.
I ain't gonna say the man's terrible.
He's terrible. He's terrible. That man had no business getting drafted up there like that.
You don't think he had any business getting drafted like that?
Not high like that. Not no number 5, number 3 pick overall. No. No. This is not Jordan Love. When you looked at him and you could tell right off the break, oh yeah, he got something with him. No.
I mean, this is the thing. He got a decent arm. It's not like he got a bad arm. You know,
can find another Drake May.
he's 6'4", 200 something pounds. He got a Sam Howell he got a Sam Howell durability type of thing with him. So
Right.
I mean, I can see, projection wise, if you can coach him up. 13 missed tackles, 100 yards lost, 14.8 missed tackle rate for the New England Patriots. Tackling was their problem tonight.
I can see that. I can see that.
3rd and 13. Ball on the 38-yard line. Drake May drops back to pass. Quick pass to Polk. Polk gets about 6, maybe 5. It's going to be a 4th down. And they're going to go for it.
I mean, I don't think they got a choice.
Why
They
you
do not
going
have a
for it?
choice. Their best bet is to do a rush snap and hurry and try to catch the defense off guard.
It's a 4th and 8. Why are you going for it?
Why not?
Drake May drops back to pass. Drake May got some space. Drake May picks up the 1st down.
Oh my goodness.
Using the legs.
Now they gonna say because he got 2 first downs, he need to start for the Carolina Panthers. That's what they're gonna try to say.
If you are the New England Patriots, do you trade Jacoby Brissett to the Carolina Panthers?
Yes. Nah, I don't know. No, I don't. I mean, your season is over even with him or without him. It's just he's the lesser of the season being over. He's at least a professional quarterback.
Back to pass. Tries to get it to Austin Hooper. Incomplete pass. So Drake May right now, 3 for 4, 7 yards. He has 2 carries for 12 yards. If he scores a touchdown here, he will be the first rookie quarterback to score a touchdown this year. Drake May drops back to pass. Drake May gets a lot of pressure in his face. He's knocked down on the ground. Even Drake May has gotten blitzed the same way Jacoby Brissett got blitzed. That's why I'm saying, bro. It's the offensive line. You got to blame the offensive line here. More than a lot of other people gonna give them
But
credit
it's
for. You the
play
ones,
calling too. I
yeah,
think
it's play.
equally. I
It
think
is
it's.
the play
I
calling
would
too.
put more onus on play calling than offensive line for me.
I don't know, man. I feel like that offensive line got dominated tonight. And even though it's play calling, you got to block your man.
That's true.
Drake May drops back to pass. It is too fast. It is not accurate. It is incomplete. He was about to blow his receiver up, and his receiver said, "Nah, it ain't worth it.
Right.
It is not worth it."
I cannot blame the receiver there.
Aaron Rodgers still seems to be fired up on the sideline. 4th and 10. Drake May drops back to pass. Drake May fires. It pass is completed to Polk. Drake May might be the first rookie quarterback this season to lead his team to a touchdown.
This is crazy.
In the
This is
third week, in the beginning of the third week, on his first drive of the year, Drake May drops back to pass, will throw in touchdown. Now they've led the other guys have led their teams to touchdowns. They don't have any throwing touchdowns.
right.
And that's gonna be the game. Drake May get sacked.
Oh my God! I told you. Don't believe the fools go. Don't believe the fools go.
And
I
the
knew that.
Jets first home win against the Patriots since December 27th, 2015. They
Mm.
lost the previous 8 games. This is the first time that the New York Jets have started 2-1 since 2015 as well. It's been a long road
A very
for the
long
New
road.
York Jets, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely a long road.
And I did
So
not hit any of my bets tonight.
oh, you
Uh,
didn't?
no, I did not. Well,
Okay.
it looks like I went 1-3. I mean 1-2 on my first bet, and then on my second bet, I think Gibson. Actually, nope, I missed. Gibson had 5 carries instead of the 6 that I needed him to have. He
Yeah.
did go over on the rushing yards though. He did get his 29. I had him at 24.5. He got 29 yards. So I'm one of two. So I went 2-4 tonight.
Okay.
Not necessarily a great, outing for me. But stuff like I bet with Garrett Wilson, right? Garrett Wilson, 9 targets. He needed 6 catches. 9 targets, 5 catches.
Oh my goodness.
I had him over 5.5. Okay. And then I had Ramondre Stevenson for over in carries 16.5. He had 6. So I pretty much got dogged right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then like I said, Gibson had 5 carries, and then Alan Lazard is the one they went over for me on one of my bets. Alan Lazard had 3 catches, which is what I expected him to have, over 2.5. So you know what? We're not gonna hold the people too long, man. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day on Everyday Parlay, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in on the Thursday night edition.
Yes,
We
indeed.
will be back Saturday. Saturday. Daniel Dubois versus that guy, Anthony Joshua. So, Anthony Joshua, this is his 7th stadium fight. No other UK fighter has fought in a stadium more than one time. That goes to show you who is the guy in the UK when it comes to boxing. Okay? He is far more famous than probably any boxer in England than boxers are here, with the exception of maybe a Tank. No, he's probably more famous than those guys too. I'm gonna be real. As far as the UK go, He's their biggest star in boxing. You know, you got your Canelo Alvarez for Mexico. You know, you got your Tank Davis or Bud Crawford for America. You know, but when you're talking UK, Anthony Joshua is their guy. So we're bringing that live to you on Score the Fight on Saturday. Um, I will give you guys. Let me make sure I got the correct time because UK fights early. Um, the reason UK usually fights early because, well, for us early, um, is because they're on a different time schedule than us. Uh, and before I let you guys go, you know, and that will be brought to you by On the Zone pay per view, of course. It will. The start time is 4 p.m. U.S. time. Okay. I mean,
Oh,
excuse me, 11 a.m. U.S. time. That's when it will start.
right.
So we're gonna try to bring it to you guys around the start time. Maybe a little bit after that. The main event won't start that early, but that is the time that the fight card starts. The ring walk for those guys will probably be around for the Dubois. Um, it'll probably be closer to like 6 o'clock. I'm guessing it might be around 2 o'clock though. So I don't know how long the scorecard is. I don't know how big this card is. I've been doing a little investigation, but um, we're just gonna bring it to you live on Score the Fight. So be here 11 a.m. on Saturday, and we're gonna holler at y'all. We're gonna definitely bring y'all up to date about everything that's going on in the state of boxing as well. It's been a lot of noise, a lot of moves made, a lot of allegations, a lot of stuff happened since the Canelo Alvarez fight. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to bring you guys up to date on Score the Fight on Saturday. Uh, and of course, Monday night football this week. We do not have a game Sunday. We have a game Monday. So Monday night football, we're going to be on for Major Mondays. That's going to be a special Major Mondays edition of Monday Night Football. And we're going to be live here on the Nature Network. And so, any final thoughts?
Yeah, man. Jets came out like stomp, like world beaters today. Aaron Rodgers in rare form, man. Aaron Rodgers is back. That's my final thought. Aaron Rodgers is back. What else?
Um, and this is going to be one of the first final thoughts where we both have the same sentiment right here. Aaron Rodgers is back. So I'm going to start out my jump with that one. Aaron Rodgers is back. I agree with Ro 100%. I think that the Jets, especially with the Dolphins potentially having some quarterback issues coming up, Tua's hurt. So we don't know how that quarterback play is going to be even with all of that speed, even with the coaching that they have. So I think the Jets might be a sleeper pick this year. Because if Aaron Rodgers can continue to play like he played tonight, it's going to be very hard to beat the Jets. So
Yeah.
thank you. This has been Point B signing off.
ETA Rose signing off.
All right, see y'all. See y'all Saturday, man.
See you Saturday.